All right, everybody. We are live. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I'll take this down for just a second here. We are live for the first ever PBA Players Championships Strikeforce cast. I should say the first Strikeforce cast ever. We've got a couple different camera angles set up here for the evening. We've got this one from the side. That's focusing okay over there. And then we've got this one over here. In the main frame. And to join us tonight, we've got Dak, but Dak's not really that important. We've got AJ Johnson.
PBA champ. Oh, no.
Oh, it's starting early. Starting. He came here and did us a favor.
2 sips of my drink.
He came here and did us a favor.
We're already starting on this. Have you even made a cut yet?
Oh, my God. One cut. All right, well, we're starting early here, folks. Want to thank you guys for joining us. The PBA Players Championship final show is just a little bit behind. We've got the show up on our television screen. You guys will obviously need to have it up on your television screen as well. And then in between every match today, we're going to be doing a little giveaway. I'm going to be posting the link right now in the comments. So make sure you guys, if you want access to the giveaways, I just clicked the wrong keyboard. I got too much going on here. But if you want a chance to win something in between the matches, make sure you guys go ahead and you click the link in the comments that we just posted in there, and then you guys will sign up and have a chance to win. We'll announce what we're going to give away right before we're giving it away, and we're extremely excited. Right now, let's go over our picks here for the evening. We've each gone ahead and made up our guesses for the evening. AJ's got Jason Belmonte as your favorite and Graham Falk as your underdog. I've got the same. And then Dakota's got Jason Belmonte and Hall of Famer Tommy Jones as your underdog. Not sure what's going on there, but that's
I don't know how we can say that as like an underdog. Is that just because in the qualifying he was fourth, so he's got to bowl the first match? Is that why he's like
that's
underdog
for sure? Well, he's
That's
got a
fair.
little bit farther road, and
Okay.
and my thought was they have him at 18-1 odds on Fox Sports Bet.
That is true.
So it's obviously an underdog.
Yeah, obviously the opening, the odds have been moving a little bit. The line's been moving a little bit. I don't know. You're the gambler here. Is that what you'd
I
call
don't
the
gamble.
line? The numbers?
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
plus
Dakota's
minus
saying-
the odds. Yeah, the odds are changing.
Oh, he's at 10-1.
Yeah, Tommy's he's currently at it's plus 1,800. Tommy's at plus 1,800.
18.
Graham Falk is plus 2,800. Arturo's plus 1,400. Sean Rash plus 120, and Belmo is now minus 130.
I think it's some disrespect on the one seed. You already have him plus odds.
Yeah, well, to open, I looked at the odds earlier, and Belmo was plus 100, and Rash was minus 100-ish. Maybe
Yeah.
Belmo maybe plus 120 or so. So the odds are changing. Maybe that means that a
people are
lot of
making
money,
bets.
is going on Belmo here.
Yeah.
So the odds are changing.
Belmo in a major, you
yeah.
got to bet him, right?
You gotta bet him.
And I mean, I watched very closely on the last show when he ran the ladder. He hasn't been bowling a lot of stuff. Like over here, he didn't bowl much, but he looks more comfortable than he ever has.
Yeah.
And if he catches a couple of early breaks and he throws some good ones early, dude, I've seen it before. I've seen it before.
Yeah, we all have. And now we finally got the show firing up. For everybody watching, it's going to be a little bit delayed what our reactions are. We've also got the game going through YouTube TV, so that is a little behind as well. So you combo the TV being a little bit behind and our stream going through Facebook and YouTube. So that's going to be a little behind. So feel free to drop in the comments. You guys can absolutely let us know what's happening, what you're feeling, what you're thinking. But don't be surprised if our reactions are delayed from what you guys have. Now, right before we really start to get into the actual show, because they're going to do a lot of intro stuff and whatnot, there is one thing we should talk about, and it's what everybody's been talking about. And we don't have to talk about it much, but
I was wondering how fast we were going to bring this up.
Considering I thought we would just bring it up, talk about it, and then leave it alone for the rest of the show.
Until something happens.
Of course, because it's going to happen. But considering you were actually on the show, bowling earlier in the show, give people a little bit of perspective. You don't have to go too much into detail, but give people a little bit of perspective what actually was happening in the building while all that was going down. And for those of you that don't know, we're referencing a little bit of some people call it gamesmanship. Some people call it disrespect. That was going on in the final match of the Midwest Regional Finals between Sean Rash and Matt Russo. Tell us what was going on.
Yeah. Without going into too much detail, because there's a lot of backstory, a lot of things from the past that has that brought a lot of that to fruition.
Right.
And things that I won't get into that I know about.
Right.
But I think Sean was a little frustrated. Obviously the first two shows were won by guys from that company. One threw that particular ball.
Right.
The other guy didn't, but still affiliated to that company.
Right.
So he was making reference to that. He was obviously a little frustrated because he thought the match was already over with. I don't know how much of that, what he did was gamesmanship towards Russo, with it being his first show, trying to, ruffle his feathers a little bit.
Right.
Or if it was just truly the frustration of all the things that have come about with the particular ball and things like that.
Gotcha.
It's been going on for a while.
It's been going on for a long time. But I got to tell you, that was the quietest I had ever heard a bowling center after someone won. In a long
crickets.
Time. Dude, it's
crickets.
Like,
yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
It wasn't
at first I couldn't believe that what happened when Russo threw that shot, because when he bowled me, he never missed on that lane.
Yeah.
Never missed on that lane.
Naturally, of course, right?
Of course.
Yeah. And I thought it was so crazy how close he was on the spare attempt. People don't.
But also got one.
He got
it's
one.
More impressive he took one out of the middle of that than making it.
And I think that if Russo went up and made that in the 10th frame, because for anybody that didn't watch it, Russo.
We should probably turn this up to see if there's anything that.
Oh yeah, they're going. We're live now here. Let's see what he's saying. Yeah.
The memes
for anybody that's
great.
not watching right now, Sean is going into the talk that's been going on social media about what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
And for anybody that didn't watch the match, Matt Russo basically had the match locked up. Got up in the 9th frame, threw it a little slow, maybe got around it a little bit, and went high 5 through the middle. Made the spare after he made it in the 9th frame.
Yep.
Gets up in the 10th frame. Does the exact same thing.
He just needed to get 9. Like, he just needed to throw an okay shot.
Yeah, and considering he had a 7-bagger in the game earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So he just needed to really just throw a decent shot, and he gets up, leaves the exact same thing. And so and he got one, and it was so close to making it. I think if he made that in back-to-back 9th and 10th frames to win the regional final, it would have been one of the craziest ways that anybody has ever won.
For sure.
All right, so we got the match firing up here. Graham, it looks like he's going to lead off. I think one thing that'll be interesting to watch is obviously there's probably a pretty good chance he's going to be throwing urethane.
Yep.
And granted, he's the only left-hander on the show.
Yep.
I wonder if that'll help him obviously make a deep run, but if he gets far enough, is that urethane going to carry all the oil down the lane and chew up the fronts and make it difficult for him to bowl over the course of 4 matches?
I just hope to see the pink ball. The new
pink ball?
He's got the pink ball on the rack, it looked like. And I want to see it get thrown a little bit.
The reason why
it looks cool, man. The ball's cool.
The reason why I picked Graham as my underdog, I guess, if you want to call it that, is because he is the only lefty on the show. And I feel like from last night, judging off of his Facebook post, like he felt like he threw some good shots. Just carry wasn't in his favor.
Right.
And I don't know if that was maybe some adjustments to, how many times they've ran those patterns on that pair, what it may be. But having that side of the lane to yourself and watching the regional finals, lefties have fared really well by running through the ladder, having that side by themselves. So that's why I picked Graham as my underdog.
If I could gamble on it, I would have put a couple dollars on it.
Sure.
28-1, right?
And I'm really excited to see in the future how gambling for the PBA expands. Obviously, there's I'm not a PBA member. I'm sure there's tons of rules for people that are PBA members and involved with the actual tour and whatnot.
Sure.
But it'll be exciting to see how the gambling for the sport of bowling evolves. And
I do think it was just funny. They showed Tommy's Arsenal, and he's throwing a purple hammer, but the purple hammer wasn't on the Arsenal.
Oh man, interesting.
That is
Dakota's gonna notice all of the.
we're gonna try and pick up on a lot of things here throughout the show.
No,
the backstory.
If anybody wants to know, Dakota's favorite TV show in his spare time is any version of The Real Housewives.
Yes.
He loves the drama.
Love drama.
And he's looking for all of the drama tonight on this show.
Or The Office.
Yeah.
Why does that not surprise me?
Nothing surprises me with this guy anymore.
Not surprise me?
Really, nothing surprises.
Hey man, I like my Housewives.
Because I mean, but I also feel like if you were on that show, like you would be one to
I'd fit in.
get in the middle of all of it and just stir them all up.
He would egg it.
That's what I do. I stir it up and I walk away.
Yeah, he would egg it all on, and he would make sure that everybody was pulling their hair out by the end of the episode.
And I'm just sitting eating my popcorn.
I said, but Graham didn't. He did not use urethane on that left lane.
It looked like a command solid, maybe.
That
was pretty good.
Big messenger.
Yeah, it's big boy messenger. I don't throw those. My messengers roll across the lane like this, and they hit it, and it goes, and that's it. They don't fall.
So
they don't do anything.
can I say one thing about? There's a comment in the chat right now, and it's my brother. And he says,
roasting.
"Glad Dakota shaved for this."
Tyler,
and I did. I mean, if you
want
can see
on the stream, I'll bring you on. Oh, here's your ball, by the way.
That is
the new pink one.
That's the 3D offset.
The
I
other
think.
pink one.
I think it's the 3D offset.
Too many pink balls.
So
there should be a rule that you
shaved,
can't.
okay?
There should be a rule that you can't release two bowling or X amount of bowling balls at the same time with the same color because it's just too damn confusing.
Yeah,
I supposed to know.
I get confused on all the balls that get released.
But I mean, you can't blame them. They've got 7 brands.
Well, for sure.
You run out of colors quick.
Yeah,
right.
You run out of colors quick.
Very quickly.
That's the quantum ball.
I wonder. If there's a little bit of strategy here on Graham's part on not throwing urethane to start.
I mean, yeah.
And throwing the reactive balls.
If he's got the look, I could see it, right? If you've got a good look with urethane and a good look with the reactive,
for sure,
it may make your look, being forward thinking.
Yes.
But then you run the risk of, trying to find. I've just got some text messages flowing in of people watching, but like you play for the long term, but should you always be focusing on the match right now, trying to give yourself the best chance to win right now?
Oh, of course.
But it's true, like the last thing you'd want to do is mess the lanes up and get them real gross to the point where you get to the title match and you got air.
Right.
Like that's the last thing that you want.
Which if now that I think about it a little bit more and I say that, like I wonder. I also throwing the urethane on the right lane and the shorter lane because there's so much friction in the middle part of the lane. I would think the urethane would help because I know it did help some of the guys in the regional shows.
For sure.
100%. Like there was a couple shots that even I threw because there was guys that threw urethane on our show.
Right.
That it made a couple of them lay off and do the right thing.
Right. Yeah. So it works both ways. We got a lot of comments coming in. We really appreciate everybody coming to hang out. Tommy's so good. We got BT Ducey. What's up, boys? Josh saying what up. Ruth is here. Hi, Ruth.
Ducey,
Brian.
That's my guy.
That's your guy.
Ducey's my guy.
We got Brian here.
Falada's chiming in as he said,
is it bad? I'm more excited for this than the actual Players show. We'll take that. We love that. David Feldman. What's up, AJ Johnson? How you been, brother? Everybody's loving you. Let's go, Tommy. Greetings from Jersey.
Feldman. The only thing bad
Mooney.
about him is that he's a St. Louis Blues fan. We don't.
Crazy about that. Not crazy about that. We've got Jeremy Mooney. Farby, you still bowl? I don't. So
I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him the sub.
Have you tried to bowl league around here?
When
you should come bowl league with us on Mondays.
I'll think about it. But when I moved here from New York, I had about 60 undrilled balls. And I donated all. Yeah, I donated all of them. Look at the tracer. Off by 0.3 boards down lane. That's bananas.
That was so good.
I'm fairly certain. As much as I like to give Tommy crap about getting older, he doesn't age.
No, I mean he throws it so good.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I wish he would just grow his hair out a little bit. Just grow the horseshoe out.
No.
The horseshoe. He's got
the Black Widow ball. It's the Black Widow.
Oh, it is the pink.
It is
the black.
So All right, I was right.
You were right.
It just hooks a little more than
than you think.
bowl.
Yeah. So we got a lot of people. Eric Smith here. Tyler, again, the offer's on the table. If you want to come into the
come
stream
on in, Ty.
to roast your brother,
Yeah, dude, you need to
send him a text.
You're like the only Vostry that knows how to bowl.
Yeah.
Hey, we
facts.
got my dad in here now. He's gonna have something.
Hashtag-
He's got a title.
Hashtag
He has a
hashtag.
title.
Yeah.
I'm the only person in the family without a title.
All right. We've got some.
Seriously?
Well, Tyler's been on Team USA, so we kind of count
That
that.
Do you count that?
Yeah,
If that,
I mean,
if
I
that
guess.
counts,
So-
then I got titles, and
If
that
we all got
if-
titles.
If that counts,
That's-
then
Hey,
I need credit for Korea.
Yeah, you
I
did.
mean,
Yeah,
this is
that
ridiculous.
is ridiculous.
you know,
Don't
I
give me
just
the-
I just wish that the PBA would go to Joliet.
By the way,
one stop, and
the
maybe I
the
have a
shot-
chance
the
at
shot-
doing
the
something.
The shot that Graham just made, he was off by 0.1 boards down lane. I could walk down there and place it, and
Set it
I can't get it that close by setting it down, and they're getting it 40 feet away. It's amazing how good these guys are. Gives you a lot of respect. AJ, we do have some questions. Dave
Cool.
Campbell said, AJ, of the two patterns, which one is going to be the one to conquer for the win?
Based off of the show I was on, I think the left lane, the long one, I believe that's Dragon.
Right.
We just went by feet. So
Right.
we had 45 feet,
Yeah.
39
Yeah.
feet.
Dragon.
So the left lane, in my opinion, I think is the one that I think the right-handers, well, all of them except for Graham,
Right.
will need to navigate a little bit and get a better hold on where I feel like the right lane can get pretty favorable as the night goes on.
Right.
Because it seemed over all the shows that the right lane seemed to get fairly. I mean, you had a little bit more room down lane than you did on the left lane.
Got it. Got it.
So if they can figure out that left lane and they can get the one that knocks all 10 down consistently over there, that's going to be a big key.
Yeah. I find it. Oh, that's left.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can
mean,
see it.
Sorry,
It's-
Tommy. Sorry, buddy.
We- and
but
And usually with those like 45-foot patterns, when you kind of get it over your toe a little bit like that shot,
right.
like what it's long enough to get it to push back a little bit and to get it to hold. But
Exactly.
I think that's what makes it tricky because it's still 45 feet. You can't just get in there and freewheel it. You still
can't
got to
get in
keep
there
it tight.
and jam it. Like there's some long patterns we bowl on that we get to a certain part of the lane and we feel like we've got infinite amount of hold.
Right.
But on this pattern, like I felt like I had that hold, but if it catches too quick or it's up the lane
So
at
close.
the wrong time, it wants to go.
Right.
When
It'll
we
grab.
bowled in Milwaukee, that the morning set, I felt when we bowled qualifying, there was a lot more hold in the morning
Oh,
in the
for
morning
sure.
block than the late block.
For
Like
sure.
I felt like I can just sort of the 3-pin all day in the morning block, but in the afternoon block it wasn't there.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely like how
As
many
they
times they
kept
put out
running
the
them,
especially
They got
as,
flatter.
for sure.
So that's where I think on the right lane, I think some of the guys that are throwing urethane, I think will make that pattern better. Like it's going to take away some of that flatness and give guys more room down lane to.
For sure.
If they get it right of it, it'll hook back. If they
Get
get
it
it on
left.
top of where the urethane
It's
is,
gonna push it.
it'll shim up.
Yeah, and that's big. So we've got our first commercial break here. Graham hasn't missed yet. He's got the front five.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Tommy
front five.
with that split.
we have a 6-pack incoming.
Ooh, we do have we should have shout out
to my guys at PBR.
Shout out Pabst
for the
Blue
nice
Ribbon.
6-pack bonus.
Oh,
Took advantage of that.
let's
on the
go,
show,
baby. How much was that?
$2,000. Because
Woo!
it rolled over. Because
No one
Yeah.
love that. 2 G's. That's
My guys
sick.
at PBR.
And
Pabst Blue-
we're the guys that bought the pizza.
I know, man. Seriously, this guy should be buying pizza
brought-
tonight.
Damn, I should have said that.
We do have some
I take
pizza.
that back. They just gave me some free beer. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, $2,000 worth of free beer would have been
I
nice.
mean, that would have lasted a long time considering I like my bourbon.
Yeah, that's touche. But shout out to Pabst Blue Ribbon. What a great sponsor they are of the PBA Tour.
That is,
And then
yeah,
I believe Snickers is the presenting sponsor of this event. So shout out to Snickers. And also, one thing that was going on during the PBA Players Championship was PBA Junior. It's going on right now.
That's right.
Those kids are so dang good.
Did I see it was 9 out of 10 two-handers?
Yeah. So no, because on the guy's side, yeah.
On the guy's side.
On the guy's side. So it's there was one-hander and there was the rest. There was, I believe, 8 two-handed righties and then 1 two-handed lefty. The two-handed lefty is the one who led. And he's 15. He's got a regional title. I mean, the kid's really good. His name's Eric Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so Eric led and killed him. And then Landon Jordan won the step ladder kind of roll-off thing that I had last night. So it'll be Eric versus Landon on the show tomorrow.
Hometown killer. We need
Landon.
Landon.
No favorite.
Come
No favorites, but
I think Landon's gonna win.
it'd be really cool. And then obviously on the ladies' side, Kayla Starr made it, and the first seed is the PWBA champion, Jillian Martin. So they'll be bowling against each other tomorrow. I believe Jillian was the number 1 seed. If I messed it up and got it wrong, don't crucify me for it. But I believe Jillian was the number 1 seed there. Dakota, someone needs their bag fixed.
Kyle Bigelow needs his bag
Kyle.
fixed. You can email me. I think you already have my email because I gave you my card like 3 times the last tournament we bowled.
The last regional we bowled, Dakota had to bowl the Pro-Am, and I think we were this close to getting the announcement for Dakota on his achievements is that they were going to say his email address and say, if anybody here needs a bag fixed, email Dakota Vostri.
Yeah.
That was his list of accomplishments.
Love it. All right, so we got some more stuff coming in here. AJ, I got a question for all the questions are going to be basically for AJ tonight. The occasional question for somebody.
I can't believe that. I don't know why nobody's asking me questions.
Yeah,
that's because I asked you guys the question.
That's true. That's true. We had a question here. I'm trying to find who it was from. Somebody asked AJ, what do you think of the new Motive shoes, the new Motive KR Strikeforce collaboration? Trying to see who that was from, but
I think it's great. I mean, I can't say enough about the work that you guys have done behind the scenes with all of that and bringing that for the start of this year. I've gotten the chance to wear both shoes, and both of them are extremely comfortable. I told you guys before, I had to make a couple of modifications, put some inserts in the shoes to help my foot fill out the shoe a little bit because it was moving around. But once I did that, everything was great. I mean, they're super comfortable. Back when I was a part of Ebonite, you guys were still making the hammer shoes.
right.
And I wore the hammer shoes back then as well. And those were some of the best shoes that I ever wore. So
Yeah,
Awesome.
We're excited.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it too.
Can't wait.
I got one thing to say.
What?
I got one thing to say.
What is it?
We need white shoes. We need white.
AJ's a big
We
white
need
shoe
white.
guy. He's a big white shoe
The
guy.
ones that came out are black. We need white.
Yeah, AJ just really likes himself some white shoes. What made you get
There's
into the white shoe game?
It's just it goes back a long time. We got ourselves a PBR 6-pack.
PBR
Cheers.
Not
six
to change
pack.
the subject.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to the PBR
sir.
6-pack.
Thank you, PBR.
And if you guys have any feedback here in the chat, if you got to if Dakota wins,
So,
we got some savages here. If you guys, if we have any technical difficulties throughout the stream, if we've got any mic audio that's off, let us know. We want to make sure this is good. Everybody can hear us. But we do have a 300 possibility here.
That's a little left.
Oh,
Wow.
trouble in the bubble.
How was the left?
Trouble in the
It was
bubble.
online early,
Why you gotta go
but
there?
it
You
got-
put it within a board, and you're like, "How's the left? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? A board? A freaking board?
Oh, we love it.
It
We
did.
love it.
How's the left? The guy is literally splitting it within a board, and you're roasting him.
left? I'm not roasting. I'm just asking how it is.
Well,
Well,
only he would know.
So far, it's about 7 in a row good. That's about how it
true.
is.
We
Anyway,
do.
So
Hey, here's a weird
Question.
stat. Tommy Jones, 3 career Japan Cup tournaments. Wins. Titles.
Titles.
yeah,
Oh, dang.
Tommy.
It's kind of a
Tommy
weird
loves
stat.
himself.
That's
Tommy
left.
loves himself some Japan.
Wow. He
bowls
missed a
good
little
there.
left there.
And Japan loves Tommy.
Of course, he's a legend there.
Yeah.
He's an
Yeah,
absolute
yeah.
legend.
So
yeah,
to
for
answer
sure.
your question, go back. I'll answer the question about the white shoes. So it's just football, baseball, basketball, all sports. I never wore black. Never played good in black. I don't know why. I don't know what it was about black shoes. I had a thing. So we get to college, and I had a pair of the white Dexter SST8s.
Okay.
They came out with black and purple ones. As you know, McKendree's black and purple. I was like, I just had a really good year.
Yeah.
I'm like, screw it. I'll get some black and purple ones. We'll get team colors. So
Tommy.
I wear them for one tournament. Didn't bowl good. Dennis Knepper looks at me. He goes, "You gonna change shoes?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You just switched to those black and purple ones. You're gonna go back to white anytime soon. That would be great." And ever since then, I will not wear.
That's a good story. See, you don't know these things unless you ask.
I will not wear
That's a
black.
good story.
I actually had to take a pair of black bowling shoes, and I sent them to my guy down in Texas, and fully customized and made them white for me. He put my AJ logo on them and put my name on them and everything. And
You go to some pretty extreme lengths to make sure that they're white.
Some extreme lengths. Yeah.
All right, guys, we've got a front 8 possibility here.
And
Bang.
Cures it, by the way.
Just
How's the
my,
left? 0.7 boards down
just
lane
my,
for you.
know, just like in gambling, even though I don't gamble.
Not at all.
My pick is done already. First match.
Oh,
my
yeah.
underdog
Mine too.
my underdog is gone.
Oh, no. Sorry. Our underdog's looking clean right now.
Yeah.
We're looking clean right now.
Yeah.
I love the strike track that they use here on the shows. I think it gives some really good perspective as to how good these guys are, and it speaks to the different lane patterns. Oh my God, he gets it.
Another miss.
Another
left.
one.
Another one.
See, Graham knew that one got a little wide down lane.
For sure.
By the way,
He
if
knew.
we had a
He
300, by the way, I'm saying it right now here on the stream. We will give away a free, you guys see behind here, we've got custom bowling balls everywhere. We'll give away a free custom bowling ball to one lucky winner if Graham Fa bowls 300 here in this first match. We're obviously going to still give some accessories. We're going to give some accessories away, but I might lose my job for giving all this stuff away. But in the spirit of the stream, we will be giving away a free custom bowling ball
Mike,
if Graham, yeah. We have some questions coming in. Where is Stouty? Mr. Mike Stout not able to make it today. Real bummer because he'd be great on this.
We'd love it. Yes.
At this point, you got to think Tommy's just trying to get off the show. Just get out of Graham's way.
He threw a different ball there.
Yeah. Oh, he threw the Black Widow, the silver one.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was throwing. I didn't realize. I totally forgot. Yeah.
We might be 100% on 300s for our stream. 1-for-1 300 games.
Oh, we've got somebody that asked.
That's why I have not said anything.
Yeah, you're right. But we, as the people that are running the stream, we're obligated to introduce a potential black cloud. It's on us. Ruth asks, "Can you throw in an autograph from AJ also?" So what we'll do is with that free ball, if Graham accomplishes the feat, we will make sure to throw in an AJ autograph with that.
Absolutely.
And of course, Tommy's not even trying, and he just gets up and he double. I almost struck out. All right, folks, here we go.
300 incoming.
I gotta say though. So even
Brad just texted and said, "You should be glad Stouty's not there. He would have been mad you're giving away free stuff."
So I had to say, like, I was.
That's
I
gotta
was
stop.
I was
That needs to
wanting.
knock that off.
I was wanting Tommy to kind of run the ladder and get to the match against Sean. I'm not gonna say why. I'm not gonna speak.
Right.
Oh! Loud.
I clouded it, man.
That's why I didn't say nothing.
My bad, Graham. My bad. But guess what? Our underdog is still moving on. I want to see here.
My brother said meow like we catted him.
Meow. That's right. We got another question for you here, AJ.
Yeah.
AJ was a great bowler at McKendree University. How has he changed since college? Well, it's a good thing we've got him here right in the booth.
Eggleston? Oh,
Yeah,
I love her.
Sounds like a nice
I
person.
wish I lived closer so I could go see her more often. She helped me so much in college.
Is that Professor Tammy?
Yes, it is.
Yo, Tammy. Shout out to Tammy. She's
Yeah.
great. I love Tammy. I love Tammy. She's a professor of psychology at McKendree University, and she quite easily could be the nicest human on the face of the planet. I mean, she really could.
Great.
Shout out to Tammy.
We, as a team, we always met with her at least once, if not twice a month when the season was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And her and I reached out to her early on when I was at McKendree, and I asked her that if, as an individual, if I could go and see her to talk about things or whatever to get. And she said, my door is always open.
That's awesome, man.
Fantastic. And now
Incredible human.
we've got some exciting stuff going on here. I'm trying to pull up, see if they've got any updated odds here for the second match so we can update what the odds are. But I can't find it on PBA or on Fox Bet right now.
Do they have the live odds?
They do. They have it for each match, but it looked like it went away. Maybe it'll fire back up. But while we're waiting here, we've got a special guest. This guy's kind of come on the scene recently, and he's just got kind of guns blazing, and he's like making waves. So we're excited to bring on the man from 10 Pin Life, Mr. Ben. Ben, what is going on, my man? How we doing?
Well, you're telling me I'm making waves, so now I'm all anxious.
Well, you came in firing in the first tournament of the year, my man.
You know, I figured I'd just go hard right away, set the bar way too high, and then just go from there.
Well, the good news is that the PBA season kind of goes in like spurts, you know.
Yeah.
So you can really put in a lot of work for you know, a couple months, 3-4 months, and then you'll have some time to cool down and get your bearings and then be ready to fire back away. But tell everybody a little bit about what 10 Pin Life is, what made you want to get started with it, and how you're making it happen.
Yeah, man. So 10 Pin Life is just it was a YouTube channel idea that I've bowled. Actually, I didn't really start bowling legitimately till 2013, so I was like 22. But I've always been pretty competitive, and also I have a background in marketing, so that's actually what I do like all the time. And so that as my passion and ability grew in the sport of bowling, I was like, how can I make some stuff? How can I participate more effectively in the sport as a whole? And what that's turned into, I've run tournaments. I've bowled a lot competitively myself. I've done different media things kind of just personally, but then I just basically decided about 9 months ago that I was like, okay, I need to make a channel. I need to do something. I need to, and I'm just going to make the channel, and I'm going to start with like ball reviews and just like basic stuff. And then after that, once I kind of started to get my feet under me, which I only started the channel in like September, I really, I kind of found my voice. And then going down to Milwaukee, it was like, oh yeah, no, this is stuff that people want to see. So the idea behind 10 Pin Life isn't just about me talking about bowling and what my opinions are and all that sort of stuff, because I'm an amateur bowler at best. I'm not really that good. I'm relatively well knowledgeable, if you will. But ultimately what I want to do is I want to tell the story of what it's like to live in bowling, what it's like to make your career in the sport of bowling, not just as a player, but in the whole suite of things. So coming down the pipeline, I'm going to be doing kind of more like longer storytelling pieces with proprietors, because I think that, some of those guys and gals that have run centers for 30 plus years have some of the coolest stories in the world. Obviously going to be integrating more into PBA events so that we can tell the story of players as well. Getting in touch, Matt, you're actually a great example of somebody who would be a great person to tell his story, because being on the distributor side of things too. So the idea is to just be open, rule of improv, right? Is say yes. And that's really what my mindset is going into it, and being able to do it in a, I would just say a respectful and courteous kind of way. I'm literally not somebody who wants to ruffle feathers. So a good example, and this is kind of a preview, you guys are like the first people to know about it, is yesterday I recorded a full podcast with Matt Russo, which is the first time that he talked to anybody.
Very good timing for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, him and I had it scheduled that we were going to do it regardless. And
Wow.
we were talking about it before qualifying started in Milwaukee, and we just couldn't make the timing work when I was there. So I was like, hey man, we'll just do it online. Then he makes the show, and then I'm like, well, I'm going to pump the brakes on this because I'm just going to let him go be in Texas, and he's got that week. And so then I checked in on him after the show and everything. He's like, sure, I'll go for it. So that's going to be live on Monday too. So he actually does tell, as much of his side of the story as he wants to. And with everything that's going on in the last week, I know that I don't know if I upset anybody with the video that I made on Monday about Sean. Because it was basically like, if I were Tom Clark, what would I say?
Right.
And the feedback was, I would say it was mostly positive. Definitely like the most polarizing thing I've ever done.
You would think you were getting into politics.
Yeah.
Yes, you kind of are. I mean,
that was honestly, that was what it felt like. It was because that I'm not a person that scripts things. I definitely kind of fly by the seat of my pants in pretty much all the videos that I make. I mean, AJ can perfectly contest to that. I sat in front of him and Tom, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to ask you, so I'm going to let you guys kind of go for it. And I think it worked out pretty well. So
sometimes that ends up being better, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just going with the flow.
Just go with the flow.
Just
Yeah.
talking.
Whatever comes out. I mean, if you gotta bleep some things out, you gotta bleep some things out.
right. And I think it's so cool what you're doing for bowling. And I think it's actually funny. I was just writing down and brainstorming some ideas earlier today, and Dakota and I are talking all day, every day, and so is everybody else in the office about, how bowling continues to need more coverage. Bowling continues to need, the people that are within the sport to help tell the story of not only the athletes, but the industry side of things. And so there's so many aspects of what goes on in our sport, and it's all amazing. Right. And so kudos to you, man, for taking the initiative to get out there. I got to tell you, man, obviously a couple of weeks ago, I really had no idea about 10 Pin Live. I had no idea about anything. And then all of a sudden I'm on Twitter, and all I'm seeing are these interviews, these pictures, these updates. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, this is legit. This is real. And then, Dakota's like, hey, man, this awesome guy, he's doing this thing, 10 Pin Live. You heard of it? And I was like, dude, I literally just was thinking to myself this weekend, how can we be involved? And so I'm so glad we got you here, man.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I also think it's one thing to do it, like to get the coverage and do, some interviews, because that's happened before. We've had some guys with a camera, video, that, they ask players, hey, what are you thinking right now? And then they post, and it fizzes out. But what you've done is good. Like, it's good content.
I appreciate that.
The way that you were able to cover it, and you gave people updates, and it started trending on social media, and people were able to watch that stuff. And then they were also able to watch the interviews with the players and get backstory behind players and what's going on.
You don't really get to see that much.
You don't get to see that much, no. And that's great.
And without flow bowling, you really don't see the qualifying aspect of what what's going on in the other pairs. So having Ben really basically had I think he had a video of every person in one of his YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And it's great. You get to see the guys that you don't really get to see much on TV. That are still very good bowlers. And I think it's great to have coverage like that at every tournament.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that was kind of the principle behind it in those three videos, really, is like everybody that signed up, got their card, and paid to enter this tournament has more balls than I do.
And we're not talking bowling balls.
We're not talking. We're talking cojones, guys.
Cojones.
So that was my thought. It's like, yeah, I mean, are some guys out here definitely, they're cutting their teeth and less talented than some of the big dogs? Yes, but guess what? They're out here and I'm not. And they deserve just as much credit because they're out here trying. So, that's really, you guys are kind of hitting the nail on the head, though. It's one, I know that I have a skill set that can kind of help, as much as I can do to help propel the sport forward. I think we all get better together.
100%. I think collaboration in the sport is so important. And if we can all find more ways to work together and to continue building, I mean, the sky truly is the limit.
One thing I think would be pretty cool if you could get to the point of doing it and seeing how it grows and what you are trying to cover is to get you to go to an overseas event.
That would be awesome.
Because we bowl a lot overseas. We bowl a lot in other countries.
And the experience is incredible.
And have somebody to cover that and see like what goes in those events and what gets what we go through throughout a week at an overseas event is different than what we go through in a week at an event here in the States in the PBA. We can re-enter many times in a tournament overseas versus what we do over here. And there's hardly any coverage of that over there.
For sure.
Until the finals.
Right.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm assuming you've got the show on. And
I do. I'm on YouTube TV, so hopefully we're like lined up real
well. Okay, so Graham's ball just hit the pins.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm about like 3 seconds in front of you guys, so I will relay my reactions as best as I can.
Okay, fantastic.
So what do we think about Arturo's mohawk?
I love it. The whole thing.
Is it really a mohawk?
Yeah. When they get him on the side,
it goes. As Brad said, you have more of a mohawk than anybody.
Oh yeah, but
you're
what
a mohawk
did
man.
Did he say I had a?
No, you went and you got a haircut.
Yeah, he said I had a divot on my head.
Yeah, it's like a golf divot. Just roasting you.
It doesn't look like a divot or
It
doesn't look like a mohawk until he turns.
Until he turns, right?
To the side, and you can see the back of it. Yeah.
Well,
but I feel like he's known for that, though. I mean,
for sure.
Can we not recall what he did when he made the USA versus the World?
Oh, I do. I remember that show very fondly.
He's an edgy
sunglasses.
He's an edgy guy, and I love it. I love it, and. Not to mention, there's all this kind of like theatrical stuff that people think about. This dude can freaking bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, he can bowl, and he is hooking that thing.
He is playing pretty far left on the right lane.
He is hooking that thing. So we got match 2 right now between Graham Falk, Arturo Quintero.
What do you think? Who's winning?
Ben, before we start, obviously you can see at the bottom here, we've got our favorites and our underdogs. For AJ and myself, both our favorite underdogs still alive, of course. Dakota, who is over when it comes to gambling on anything.
Yeah, Dakota hates money.
He literally lights it on fire. We didn't exchange any money, but
only when I post on Facebook is when my picks lose.
Yeah.
That's for real.
And the irony is,
I don't post on Facebook anymore.
Yeah, what is the saying? They only talk about their winners and never talk about something like that.
That's all never talk about the losers.
Ben, given where we are right now, who is your favorite to win the show and who's your underdog?
Yeah, for sure. So I thought about this one a lot over the last day or so, because I don't know if you guys watched it, but I definitely watched every frame of the seeding round last night. Tommy was never on my radar. I know it sounds terrible because Tommy Jones is a freaking Hall of Famer, but he got on the left lane. He got behind the head pin so many times. I think he 2-8-10 3 times in 3 games. It was like, that left lane is going to get real tight real fast. It gave me similar vibes to what the show in Euless did, where the left lane seemed to have gotten so tight. And I was just, obviously I'm just a spectator. I'm a Monday morning quarterback, or couch quarterback, whatever. But my thought was Graham Fa's ball reaction was so poor yesterday that once he knew that he was going to be in the first match, he started dancing all over the approach, and he started doing a bunch of weird stuff, and I was like, he's gonna find something. And then that Pink Widow comes out, and I'm just like, he's gonna find something. I don't know what he's gonna find, and he's the only guy on that left side.
I want to take a moment. Arturo is playing further right on the left lane than he is on the right lane. That takes some stones. Like that's impressive.
And so this is kind of what we touched on earlier before they started tonight was, is the earthing going to play a factor throughout the step ladder if Graham can keep advancing, because it's going to really chew up the front part of the lanes, and it's going to make them a little funky. And I think we're starting to see that now.
They also just sat for a little bit too. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I feel like that commercial break was a little bit longer than usual.
Yeah, totally true.
Felt like it, yeah.
Totally true. Unfortunately,
when you're on the show, those commercial breaks feel like they last about 15 seconds.
For sure.
I believe it. And he also he threw a good shot in the first. He did come off of the front 9. He's probably still a little amped, a little juiced up right now. I did not know that. He's the first Canadian to win a PBA Tour title.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Dan McClellan never won?
No,
he got he got like 3 or 4 seconds, and one was in the Masters that one year when he was throwing that danger zone.
I could have sworn that Dan won.
Dan McClellan, man. That
dude,
guy
he
was
threw
awesome.
it so good.
And he was such a good dude.
I mean,
Team Canada.
No, but okay, but back we're talking about back when he was making shows all the time. That dude was
he was so cool.
so
to be around.
sweet.
Yeah, he's
such a
he's
nice
such a good
guy,
guy.
man. So all right, so we got a quick 290, 266, pretty high scoring show so far. Obviously, we're only one match in, but a lot of strikes being thrown. It'll be interesting to see if he can get going here, playing this deep in.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that looked pretty good there.
The last 2 shots that he threw looked pretty good.
And you know what, AJ, to what you said earlier, Tommy was throwing that purple hammer like straight up 10, 11, 12, 13. You know, he was pretty deep in. So I wonder if Arturo is trying to get deeper than that, and he's going to use that urethane, pushing the oil down lane in front of the pocket to get a little shim.
Urethane as hold.
Yeah, because that one was definitely farther left than the first one he threw. Yep. And the first one, you know, plaqued to 10 or plaqued to 7, and then that one went through there pretty good.
It looks like he's throwing the same ball on both lanes.
Yeah, it does. It's an interesting strategy. It looks like it's got a little bit of lane shine on it.
Completely different zones.
Yeah. I mean, that's the craziness. Ben, you got a lot of experience bowling on some dual patterns.
No. God, no. Unless you count topography differences and bad, like just junky houses in league shots. Oh, it was terrible 9-pin.
That's a nasty knock.
I mean, it was a little in, but I mean,
it was just
good enough.
Not enough to
and that Jeremy Mooney, to my buddy Jeremy Mooney, asked, "Do I still bowl?" That, my friend. That's why I don't. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it.
Only good shots strike.
No,
that's
you both.
the truth.
Thank you, Ben. That's not the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard.
Only good shot strike, by the words of Mike Nape.
No,
only good shot strike.
You need to take a trip out.
See, Dakota, what you?
Oh, okay, and watch the league.
Fox Bowl and watch the league.
Watch the league.
See what transpires, and you will realize. Only good
shots right.
Okay. Fair. All right, I got experience. Ben, I'm with you. I think that sometimes the worst shots are the ones that strike the most.
I think the phrasing is wrong. You guys just got to say that every ball that strikes is good. Your sentence is wrong. It's every ball that strikes is good, not every good ball.
Thank you, Ben.
Good.
You know, we got to really make sure we keep bringing Ben around because he gets it right. I mean, he knows what he's talking about.
I can't talk about my BS on here.
Oh no, that
ball is
dead.
hooking, by the way.
There's no way. He's got to get out of that.
That ball is
too much.
33 feet.
I mean, look at how steep it. I mean, it's getting to 4, and it can't even get past there because it's hooking so early.
It looked like he got it. He got it left early. So, I mean, to me, he either needs to do one of two things. He needs to either get out of that ball, judging off of Arturo's ball reaction, which looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he either needs to get out of that ball or he needs to make a move and not get it left so fast and let that ball stay in the oil a little longer.
For sure.
Yeah, agreed. We had that other camera, even though we're not using it right now. I'm going to go change the battery, even though it should be getting power from the other. And I'm getting a slice of pizza.
Ooh.
The New York guy's got to get his slice of pie.
Pizza, baby.
I hammered some chicken wings before
this. Slice of pie is what they call it out there.
The pie, it's so wrong.
Yeah, the New Yorker came out to Chicago and he's trying to teach us about pizza. I don't know about that.
Okay, first off, so wrong.
I
you want to have it on a live stream, all right? I promise you that.
AJ, while I got you by yourself, I'm a little bit curious on the show.
Just so you know, we're all still in the same room, so don't say anything stupid.
No, I'm not. We're just gonna give AJ the floor here. I'm just personally curious from watching the show last Sunday.
Sure.
Did it feel to you like the fronts hooked a lot more in Texas than they did in Milwaukee?
Great question. I know. So the lane surface that we bowled on in Texas was different than the surface we bowled on up in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So I felt like there was earlier hook, yes, but there was more overall hook, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Because of the surface difference. So. Like, as I got into the oil on when we were bowling on the practice pairs and when we got on the TV show, you know, when I got in the oil, I felt like my ball fell back off of it a lot easier in Texas than it did in Milwaukee. And as I kept moving and kept transitioning in Milwaukee, I always knew my ball was going to hook. It was just a matter of how soon up in Milwaukee. Yeah. So now the difference is that, the lights, how that all plays there. There were little differences between the practice pairs and the TV pair. But I felt like I did get the ball started to catch a little sooner. When I bowled in the show, I used our new Pearl Mythic Jackal on the left lane. And I don't think I got into shiny balls in Milwaukee until games, maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah, it was late.
Yeah. So there's definitely some difference, and that's just the surface.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just interesting watching it because I watched you throw the ball so many times in Milwaukee, and it was like, to me, again, I knew those lane surfaces were new and, they're higher friction than the HPLs that were already at AMF West. And it's
sure.
I just wasn't sure if it was one of those things. Cause like for me, my thought, as soon as I saw I think it was right around the middle of your match where it looked like it was going to go. And then it just kind of tumbled forward once it got to the end of the pattern. I was like, does he need to throw it in the air? Like, I don't know if you ever do the Mika thing where you throw it straight in the same spot, but you throw it in the air.
Oh, we loft it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I wasn't sure if that was even in play because it looked like, to me, that's a move that I typically make, but I suck. I have no tilt. I was just curious because it looked like it was hooking a lot up front. So
yeah, for sure. Like it definitely, as we got later in the blocks, especially I noticed a lot more in the evening blocks during qualifying.
Yeah,
that the ball started to hook a lot sooner. That just could be because they're running them more than versus in the once in the morning, and then they're running them again before we bowl the second block. But I definitely saw a lot of earlier friction in the night blocks than I did in the morning. So
that was for sure.
We got left quicker, and guys were throwing it in the air more on the night blocks than they were the morning blocks.
The morning block on Sunday, I was throwing a reality to start at like 19, throwing it to the 3-pin, and it was shaping off of it, right? And even if I kind of yanked it a little bit, it sat there and still got the 10-pin out.
Yeah.
The night block, I was using a trend 2 at the left gutter, trying to hook the whole lane, and it's like they hook so much faster on the night blocks than the morning block. It's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's good to know. I was one of those things where I was listening to Rob and Randy. I was like, can you guys tell me what's happening? Like, just as a spectator, because it looked so much like yourself, EJ, pretty much everybody. Well, you could tell Bailey had first show legs. Give him all the credit for making it there, but first show legs are first show legs. It just seemed like, and even Sean, after that, it was like there was just something like you guys were all seeing something, and then it on that left lane, and then it just wouldn't be there. It was just, I was really hoping for more on that. So thanks for helping me out on that, man.
I hate to cut this off here, guys, but in the midst of all the excitement of getting Ben on here and the match and the action, we forgot to give some stuff away in between the first and second match here. So what I'm going to go through and do.
I think Stout was pretty happy about the fact that you were.
I forgot, but I wouldn't forget. I wouldn't forget. So what I'm going to do, guys, for this first giveaway, we're going to give away an Abralon goodie pack here. We'll give away, Dakota, grab some Abralon pads off the wall just to show the people what we got here. Let's shut that alarm off.
Is it time to wake up now?
No, that's my time to put on my blue light glasses to get ready to go to sleep. So it's safe to say that that's not happening.
Set an alarm.
So I don't forget. Blue light glasses. Okay, by the way, very important for sleep. For everybody watching, here are some Abralon pads. You guys are laughing at me. It's true. It's 100% true. We got a pack of Abralon pads here. We'll send you a 500 pad, a 1,000 pad, 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000 pad. If you guys haven't already and you want to be part of the giveaways for the next couple of matches, go ahead in the description. Actually, what I should have done is I should pin the comments. I'll comment it again, but I'll make sure to pin it so you guys can see it. Click the landing page link that we have in the comments, both on Facebook and YouTube, so you guys can have a chance to win So right now I'm going to go through the list of people that we have that signed up today or signed up on Friday when we announced this. So let me go through the list
Do you have
here.
like I mean, you're the tech guy, so
Yeah.
do you have like a thing you can put them all in?
I do.
Click a button and it randomizes it.
I do. I 100% do. I 100% do. But what I'm going to do right now is more of like an eeny, meeny, miny, mo, blind draw type of style here. Because I got like.
Graham, not to cut you off.
No,
sorry.
go ahead. Go
Graham
ahead.
made a ball change and almost went Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He technically went Brooklyn and left the 7th.
Trouble in the bubble. All
It's-
right. So what we've got going on here, we've got a lot of people that signed up. Actually, AJ, give me a number between 1 and 50.
1 and 50.
Yeah, give me a number between 1 and 50.
Well, let's see. I got a number sticks out in my head.
Oh, here we go.
A number sticks out in my head because it was just recent, the anniversary of the day. I'm going with number 24. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Kobe. R.I.P. to Kobe. R.I.P. Bean.
No. We're not there yet.
24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Little slap and tickle on the 7th pin.
Okay,
Come on, Graham.
interesting way. Okay, and our winner of the Aberlon pads is there's a microphone there. Whoa, trouble. The winner of the Aberlon pads set is Chris Pugsley. Chris, congratulations, man. Make sure to send us a message here on our KR Strikeforce page, and we will send those Aberlon pads to you. Again, guys, I'm going to drop the link here in the description or in the comments, I should say. Make sure you click and you sign up if you want a chance to win more goodies. We'll be giving away more stuff throughout the rest of the show here. So let me drop the
Who's the picture on the website, by the way? Where
on the landing page.
Is that you?
That's me. I'm a leg model now.
course it
I'm a
is.
shoe model now.
Of course.
I'm a shoe
I had
model.
a
So if you go into our
I had a feeling.
catalog, all the gloves are my hand. So now I can put,
And we
on-
wonder
on
why
the
we
hand
can't
model.
sell any
Hand model
gloves.
on your resume.
And we wonder why we can't sell any
Well,
gloves
I don't need my
sometimes.
resume updated. I'll never do my resume updated, but
There's not many people that
If-
have hands that are the same small size as Dakota's.
right. So if if they need a small hand, any company,
Hey,
my small little sausage fingers, I'm good.
Jesus. Wheels are falling off, folks. Let's let
we got
that
any
load
more
here.
Any more comments
Pin
or
that.
anything?
Yeah, we
There's
got a question for Dakota. Would it involve French fries? Well, let's take a break from. Let's take a break from.
Here's a good one.
Okay, Kyle. So if Tom Brady actually does retire, AJ, who are you going to pull for now?
Oh, it's such a tough question. Little side note, Arturo, I'm pretty sure has this match wrapped up. because
yeah, he just peered the last two
Looks
shots.
great.
Yeah, those last two. Graham needed some help from him,
Yeah.
and also needing to throw better shots on the right lane. But
Yeah.
Arturo's ball reaction looks pretty good. So back to the question. I was watching TV today at lunch, and as I was sitting there, I was just getting sad, watching all these things about Brady retiring, because growing up playing football, and I love football, absolutely love it. Growing up and playing, he was the only guy I watched. He was the guy of my era
Hmm.
and a lot of people's eras, because he played for 22 freaking years.
Right.
So, I don't even know if I want to watch if he retires. I don't.
Oh, come on.
I don't. I mean, I
Come
don't know.
on. One player. You're telling me you're going to watch the Chiefs Bills game last week just because Tom Brady's still in the league?
I did watch the game.
See, you're
Yeah,
not gonna,
I
you're
watched
going
the
to
game
watch
because
the
I knew Brady
football.
was still around. But I don't. Tom Brady is my favorite player. Has been my favorite player since since I started playing football, and I don't know if I will ever have another favorite player as much as him, but I will still watch football. I mean, I still root for the Bears, as unfortunate as that is.
You know who my favorite football player ever is? Robbie Gold.
Why did I have a feeling you were going to say something?
Robbie
like
Gold,
that?
he's the best kicker.
I just
Robbie
The
was
Bears
the best.
ever. And
Robbie is a
and then he
legend.
did-
how do you
and
deal with this?
Listen, and then as a Bears fan, as a Bears fan, then he knocked the Packers out of the playoffs this year. You gotta love the guy. I love the guy.
Yeah, I mean,
And he's just
I was
one
one
of the best kickers.
I was not happy when they got rid of Robbie. I thought he was going to be a Bear forever.
yeah, he should have been.
I can't believe he's still around. Like when
He still kicks that ball, doesn't he?
he still booms it. It's ridiculous.
He still kicks them when there's cheerleaders around, when they're doing the player intros. Those videos are great.
The one thing I will say,
Arturo goes Brooklyn.
that's
I
when you
love
know
it.
that you've got the luck on your
Yeah, I was gonna
side.
say now what are the odds that he finishes this with 269? That's what I want to know.
Pretty high. Pretty high.
You think he's gonna cheat?
100%.
Well, the last
I think
time
he's got
these
sheet.
two over
Unless
here-
he 9 pins.
The last time that these two over here called it the last player was going to cheat and shoot 300,
There's two misses in this game already. We're already well past the
This
black
is for a
clock.
6-pack.
we got another
Ooh.
6-pack.
Let this man get paid.
Come on.
Hey, that
even
man
though
is right.
Graham just stole all the money, let this man get paid real quick.
Let's see.
Also, back to the punter kicker comment. I think NFL kickers deserve way more money.
Oh, for sure.
By 100%.
They
make some of the most
That's
important.
ace, by the way.
That was a little placky.
All right, so overdose on.
I'll
on
take
making
that
any
one, guys.
predictions
That's
in the
not me.
10th frame.
I got it.
Ben, you're taking this one.
Dude, I had to eat so many black clouds when I was down there holding that freaking camera for 28 games. It's just one more. It's just one more.
Start covering tournaments. Get used to the
So,
black cloud.
Ben, where are you located? Where do you live?
Yeah, so I actually live in north central Wisconsin. So if you guys know where Madison is, I am 2 hours north of Madison. So I am just not technically in the Northwoods, but per Chicago standards, I'm definitely in the Northwoods. Yeah, dude, I've lived here my whole life. I went to UW Madison for a semester and I moved back home. It just wasn't my jam. I like small town living. And then
How far are you from Green Lake?
Green Lake, Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it, but I can
Okay.
find out.
Okay. Can I just say something here for a second? You live in Wisconsin, and Green Lake is the deepest lake in the state of Wisconsin. Okay. First off. Second off, the reason why I asked is Stouty, one of our valued team members here at Strikeforce, spent some time up there. So
Would you
But-
classify Stout as a team member? I mean, I think
he is the
He's
team member.
the
hey,
team.
he's a bench player at best. I mean,
Stout, you heard it here first, brother. You heard it here first.
As Stouty says, we're all always looking to build the lineup 1 through 9. Who's hitting next? And Stouty right now is our cleanup hitter, man. He's the one that hits all the bombs. But what I
Green
don't
Lake.
remember what I was going to say anymore.
Green Lake.
Yeah, something about Green Lake. I don't even care.
I'm an hour and a half away from there. You got to go to Westfield, and then you go an hour north.
So you just looked it up?
Yeah.
Oh, what I was going to say is that he's the second person that's from Wisconsin. I was like, oh, amazing. How far are you from Green Lake? And they're like, I've never freaking heard of Green Lake.
Yeah, you need a
Wisconsin.
better
And
reference.
so I'm just going to stop asking now, especially this was on a live stream. Makes me look bad. But I think that wrapped up that match, right, guys?
Yeah, it was 248 to 2-0.
Handily.
Arturo's the winner, so he's going to be moving on here to match
So now
number
all
3.
three of us in our underdog picks are.
Yeah,
ready
you
to
know,
toast.
I almost want to change my favorite, so I'm a little bit away from you guys, but
Yeah, because all three of us have the
I'll
same
keep it.
favorite.
I'll keep
Yeah,
it.
but I mean, it's not like we're, picking something that's ridiculous. I mean, all 3 of us are picking.
You just got to pick them,
it's
right? I mean,
It's a safe pick.
It is.
I just really hope it's a Rash Belmo title
Yeah.
match with everything that has gone on, and then bringing back that rivalry.
I mean,
It could get pretty interesting, and
mean-
I'm looking forward to it.
See, what I
Oh,
want to
more
see.
on
I watched the video last night when Rash threw the final strike to take the 1 seed. Belmo shook his hand.
For sure.
I was a little surprised by that. I don't know about all the things that go on between the two of them. Not that I really care, because we all do our own thing when we're out there. But given what has transpired and a little bit of the history, I was kind of surprised by that.
For whatever it's worth, I know that they've shook hands on the TV matches that they've had at least for the last like 3 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I think a part of it, part of it's probably just like, I mean, the bottle thing's 10 years old at this point. That's so dead.
That was in Chicago too, wasn't it?
It was in Chicago.
Yep, it was downtown, right?
That thing got dragged out. I mean, for so long.
Way too
long. It was one of the biggest blow-ups on TV.
Well, in that rivalry, I think is so much bigger than that one incident, anyways. That it's like that was the buildup, there's so much buildup to that, and then the top goes off, and then it doesn't stop. But I don't know. A part of it might.
Why would it stop?
Right. So I don't know if that rivalry's dead. None of us are either of the two of them, but I think that it's evolved. It's something different, and at the very least, it can be semi-respectable once the matches are over, at least to this point. So. See what I want to see. This is my ultimate hope. Now, number 1, Graham was actually my pick, so I'm done. I thought Graham was going to run the ladder, but this is what I want to see, because we all, at least I pretend to think that everybody knows that when Belmo throws urethane, it is like playing defense. Like that is like throwing a linebacker up the middle on a run play. And I think that on that right lane, he's going to shred it with a pitch black, because he did yesterday. I mean, Sean had to throw urethane probably because of that. And it'll be interesting to see how Belmo plays him. But if he gets that to where that right lane just doesn't quite hook the right way, and he can play left or play further left to Sean with the urethane ball, and then beat him with it, that'll be interesting.
I think also one thing too is, I think Arturo bowling a pretty good game. Granted, he had a Brooklyn jersey, whatever you want to call it. If Arturo can get in there and bowl a good game, I think that gives encouragement to Belmo to say, okay, I'm going to move probably about 5 or 6 farther left than you, throw it a little bit slower, and I'm going to
run you over.
I'm going to outwheel you, because that's what he does. And he's so good at that. But I think Sean likes to do that straight thing, like he likes to go to the right,
keep it in a tube,
roll the snot out of it, and throw it hard. And so I could see where either Belmo or Arturo, it would be obviously, I think for entertainment purposes, better if it's Belmo, because I think Belmo is going to wheel both lanes. And I think that it would be interesting to see Rash try to go pin straight with it, and Belmo give it the big wheel, and see how it works out.
I saw a little something the Rash was doing. I think it was Sunday night. It was Sunday morning. He was lofting that Zen on the dragon pattern and just dead rolling it. He was lofting like 2 feet down the lane at he was probably playing like 18 and was just dead rolling. And he had the whole lane. It was so sick.
Taking away that early friction.
Yeah.
Ben, we've got somebody that came in the comments here, Mike Moore. Do you know a Mike Moore?
Oh, yeah, Mikey.
Yeah, Mike wants to know who your favorite Batman villain is.
Oh, it's gotta be Egghead.
Egghead.
Dude, okay. I'm going to tell the story really fast.
Egghead.
Okay.
I don't know. Are you guys
I didn't know that the
listening
shape
to
of
the show?
Dakota's head was a Batman villain.
So I've known Mikey. I've known Mikey for 4 or 5 years now. Met him through bowling. During the summer, every Tuesday I drive an hour north of where I'm already further north, and he's up in Rhinelander. My buddy Nick owns the center up there, and that was where I met him. And ever since I met the first day that I met Mikey, he was like, "Dude, you got to get a pencil mustache because you're gonna look like Egghead." And I'm like, well, number one, at the time there was no facial hair involved, and now there's definitely no pencil mustache happening. But yeah, he's all that's what we go with. I'm just Egghead.
So the right there, real quick, they just showed a practice shot of Belmo on the right lane, and he was throwing urethane.
Yeah, I would be surprised if he wheels that right lane.
He was playing right.
Yeah, it looked like maybe he does it.
My boy Sean Ryan.
Shout out to Sean.
God, he's got
good dude.
Probably fake Jordans on like normal.
Fake Jordans. He's gonna kill you. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this and send it to him.
I wonder if he unpackaged his Jordans this morning out of the plastic seals that he has back home.
All the time. That's how he travels.
He knows what he's doing.
I love that guy. Such a good dude. He knows
what he's doing. But real quick before this match starts, we've got another giveaway to do. what should we give away this time around? Why don't we give away? Let's give away a chamois here. A chamois. We've got all different colors, designs. We'll give away a chamois here. AJ, give me a number 1 through 50 again.
1 through 50 again.
Not Kobe though.
I can't pick Kobe's number again.
Not unless you want the same guy winning all the giveaway stuff, which then I think the viewership is gonna, severely decrease.
I mean, Kobe did wear 2 numbers.
It's 2.
He did.
It's true.
He did.
Here's a chamois for everybody that's wondering what our chamois look like. Here's
That's
a USA one.
When you guys made this stuff, that's by far the best. The Team USA thing is
And we got breast cancer awareness. We got camo.
The USA stuff is pretty cool.
All right, give me a number here, boss.
I mean, I gotta ask the question. It's been all over the news today. I'm giving you 12.
12.
I'm giving you 12.
Okay,
I gotta do
1, 2, 3, 4,
Gotta do
5, 6,
for
7,
Tom Brady.
8,
Not
9,
Aaron Rodgers.
10, 11, 12.
Penny Knowlton.
Penny Knowlton.
Oh,
Winner of the chamois. Winner of the chamois.
We all know her.
Penny, congratulations. Make sure you that was huge. He hooked the urethane at it.
Yeah.
Make sure you message us, message the Care Strikeforce page, and we'll get you picking out what chamois you want, and then we'll send it out to you.
You know who was close? It was our boy Kenny Ryan.
Kenny Ryan is not eligible for any giveaways that we do on this
Did he
page.
seriously submit himself in for giveaways? Kenny, what are you doing?
It's
Lefties, man.
I wasn't gonna say it.
you really know how to you really know how to potentially piss Stout off here. You really do. You really do get it. But boys, what do we think? Last year or a couple years ago, right in 2020, when all this COVID madness started, Belmo won the world championship. Now he's back. He's bowling the first major to start off the year. Do we think that Belmo is going to get it done and take home major number 1 of this season?
And also major number 14.
It's crazy to
That's
think
nuts,
about.
right?
It is crazy to think about.
Like,
Ben, you were right.
don't
He's
know.
throwing that urethane.
Dude, he's going to crush that pair. He's going to absolutely ruin the track on that pair.
I don't know.
Dude,
how
523 up 11-7. Come on.
I don't know how he could have gone away from that.
No.
Watching the West Region final.
Yep.
He threw urethane on the right lane for every game, and he was still getting a urethane ball to run over the 8-pin. Game 1 and game 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he's got that look with it and can keep that ball reaction up on the right lane, I think we're gonna get the final that we were hoping for.
Yeah.
Don't a phase 2?
No,
that's
that's
a Spectre.
shiny.
Spectre.
Oh, that was a little placky.
Yeah, like the 8-pin went late.
A little
I
placky.
don't know that I've ever seen
That ball choice surprises me, honestly. Like I know that in Milwaukee it's obviously very different, but all of the Storm guys that had that, it's like they used it in a fill ball and put it away every time.
I think as weird as it sounds, and AJ, you obviously bowl out there, so you can talk to this. You bowl the most out there out of all of us. That when you see like something like that happen, like a plaque half hit, to me that almost makes me feel like that gives Belmo more reason to move farther in, closer to the head pin, and maybe
100%.
slow it down and try to shape it even a little bit more.
Yeah, when we see that look through the pins with a ball, we try to get a little bit more into the oil to get the ball to save a little more energy, so it kind of retains a lot more
Right.
through the pins.
Right.
Or depending on what ball we're throwing at the time, we just get into something that's a little cleaner.
Usually I get when I see that, I usually get into something cleaner and jump like 4 left.
Yeah.
Especially out there.
But he's already throwing a ball I think is fairly clean. Like I don't know. I
Right.
can't
But I would agree.
speak for
I would
that,
agree. I think it
so
is a fairly clean
I think
ball.
if he just gets into the oil a little bit more on that left lane and just gets it to retain, then I think he's off to the races.
Ben, if I agree at a PBA event, I'll come out and I'll make sure we take care of all the media coverage. Can we get you to bowl a PBA event,
There
like
you go.
a national stop, a major even?
Dude, we will do a full mic'd up whole
Yes.
thing.
100%.
I did that once.
Whole
Okay.
thing. I will
did-
tell you how bad I am
for a block of 8 games, and it was pretty cool. Myself and Marshall did it.
Awesome.
And it was pretty cool. Flo liked it. I don't
Yeah.
know why they haven't done it since. Maybe because there was a few choice words that got.
Well, that's what makes it real, Ben. That's what I'm saying.
Independent content creator, baby. I can make whatever the hell I want.
Yeah,
Exactly.
If Ben, if we did one with you, it would be, there would be no bleeping out anything whatsoever, as colorful as we could possibly get it to be.
Do it, Matt. If you want to do that, if you want to come and hang out, I will bowl whatever tournament you want me to bowl. Given
Be careful
that
what you wish for, because I might mic you up during the Peterson or something. And
that is
the PBA event now, isn't it?
Yeah, there was a regional.
They had a regional.
Oh.
I think Belmo just wrapped 10, and I think that's the only thing he's going to run into some trouble with on the right lane.
I think this match is over already.
You're nuts. You're nuts. You're nuts. Where do you get this stuff? Where do you get this stuff?
Hey,
by the way,
Arturo's on it, man. I
just want to give a quick thanks to everybody that's
no credit for what comes out of
but
this side over here.
What is it that people put in their Twitter bios? They're like, all opinions are my own. They're not the opinions of my company or my family, whatever.
Yeah.
We need to have a sign. Next week, and the next time we do this, the lower third, it will say all Dakota statements are his own opinions, his own words, nobody else's.
Dude, he needs it's a jersey.
Yeah,
needs a jersey.
A jersey. Also, again, guys, we're gonna do another giveaway in between this match and the title match. So make sure the link is pinned in the comments, both especially on Facebook. I don't know if it's pinned on YouTube.
Yeah.
But make sure you guys click the link, sign up. Unless your name is Kenny Ryan, then don't sign up because we don't want your numbers, we don't want your help. And but anybody else can win, and you guys can have a chance to win another KR Strikeforce goodie. We'll put something else together here for the last match.
So I think Belmo made a move left, like we taled about.
Yeah.
He actually got that one. Judging by his reaction, I think he got a little further right than he wanted to.
It still came up
and mixtured and struck. So
It's trouble.
yeah.
If he can get it going.
If he sees that.
Those who know Dakota, we understand, Matt.
Yes, Penny.
Thanks,
we sure
Penny.
Do. We sure do, Penny. Oh, that's got a hook.
Yeah.
Roll it. It's going to roll it. Is it going to roll it?
Get there.
Oh.
By the way, I just tried to give him extra. I tried to give him extra help by trying to blow the messenger over there. I just spit all over myself. So if I see Arturo, I'm going to let him know. Hey, man, I tried helping. And in the process, I just
covered my computer in spit.
Covered myself in spit on a live stream.
All for your 10.
Making a fool out of myself. All right, 269 max. I would love to see a roll off. I would love to see a roll off.
I would love to see a roll off for the title.
One time.
Now, roll off, I'm guessing the higher seed would get choice of lane,
Correct.
right?
So he gets choice.
So based off
They get
of
choice of lane and
who
order.
go. Oh, okay.
And in this sport, if you go to overtime, both people get to touch the ball, unlike
That is true.
football.
That is true. both parties get a chance.
That was
Taking it through.
Man, RIP to the Buffalo Bills season, man. I'm still
Right?
bummed about that.
You're
Shout
a
out
bandwagon.
to
Bandwagon. By the way,
Name
anybody
5 people on the Bills.
do you really want me to do this right now? You want me to embarrass you right now on national live stream?
National Facebook.
On national Facebook stream.
Shout
I
out
can
to
embarrass
someone that is super close to us that I think is a bigger Bills fan than anyone I know.
Well, that's why I became a Bills fan.
I know. Brian O'Keefe. I thought this
Sorry,
was going to be
buddy.
the year, man.
Yeah, that was pain. That was I liked it though because I had the Chiefs to cover, so I was cool with the outcome. But
Of course you were.
I still had
course
the heartbreak of the Bills because I had some heartbreak on the Bears a couple of years ago.
Come on.
All right, so if we go into roll off here, let's go around the table. Belmo's obviously going to get to choose the lane and the order. Given what's happened so far here, Ben, start us off. What is the order that Belmo's going to pick, and which lane are they bowling on?
Belmo goes first. He picks the right lane.
Interesting call, AJ.
I second that 100%.
Ooh, I feel like Belmo would definitely go first, and I think he would. I honestly think that he might pick the left lane. I think he might do a little like the left lane looks like the harder lane. At least to get to the pocket, like brings in more stuff. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would definitely go with Belmo going first. I mean, that would make the most sense. Left lane, I think, just because it's just tougher.
It's a trickier lane. Right. I don't know.
And as you get more play on that lane, I think it can be one of two things. It can get either easier or it gets a little bit more squirrely and it gets trickier.
Right.
See, I think that
Belmo's at the end of the match is what lane he picks. But Belmo definitely goes first.
For sure.
Yeah. I've watched a ton of bowling in my life. Every time Belmo's had pick, he's gone first every single time. Yeah. I mean, I don't know anybody that's had choice and gone second. I don't want to go second. Did you really?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it worked out.
It wasn't PBA.
Was it a Racine event?
No, it was not.
Oh, that's a little right.
He's got to change balls. It seems like
Teen Masters. We bowled the finals.
Is this Grand Central Station?
In Grand Central
Station. This is when Tommy beat you.
Yeah. So
Tommy, by the way, one of my best friends in the world. Tommy Genova. He doesn't bowl anymore. He hasn't bowled in like 6 years, 10 years.
I made him go first because I didn't want him to sit there and figure out something to do because he was already lost.
Did he go Brooklyn on you?
He went Brooklyn and got like. Or no, he threw it. No, he threw it out the window. He washed out and tripped something late. Got 7, and I threw it bad.
And you got 6.
He got 8. He got 8.
You got 7,
and I got 7.
I remember watching that. That was crazy.
Thanks.
I was there watching that in the crowd as a nobody. Now look, here I am on the Strikeforce cast. Mama, I made it. I mean, I'm here.
You know what I did after that, though, Dakota? You know what I did right after that tournament? You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I went and won junior gold. So you know what?
Ooh,
stake it.
That was good. Was that the year that Dakota's brother also made the team?
No. No, that was Gary Faulkner won that year, 2011 in Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas.
Well, yeah, that
Shout
was
out to Gary.
That was the year that Tyler made.
That was that junior gold finals. The amount of titles that are in that top 16 is insane.
Yeah, it's really pretty bananas.
There was a lot of guys and even guys that don't bowl anymore that were,
really
Koff, Gasson, Jacob Kent. There was so many names that was in.
Doug Kent's pride and joy.
Dude, I bowled an event in November that was an over under 40 doubles, and I crossed with Jake. He said it was the first time that he had bowled in like 6 months, and he crushed everybody.
So we went to the same school, and he was kind of there when I first moved in at Robert Morris. He's unreal. He's such a good bowler. Jacob. And he just doesn't bowl anymore. He's got a full-time job. He's got other things going on.
Yeah.
I love the kid. Like he's such a good kid. He's a riot to be around.
Yeah, I enjoy when I get to see him, but I also enjoy when he leaves. And he's on his way back.
That's great.
Yeah, I've got some good stories, some college stories. He was just always a good time to be around and really good bowler. He could have been something, I think. He could have probably won a couple titles.
He still could. Honestly.
For sure.
His dad's a Hall of Famer.
For sure, yeah.
I mean, he's got that doubles eagle with his dad.
Yep.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Oh, Aaron Michael Felder's in the chat. Hi, Aaron. That's Jake's girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
That's hilarious. I miss that guy. I miss seeing you guys.
Your brother, by the way, has been ruthless.
What did he just say? I thought you were talking about me until you said you love Jake. Tyler, I mean, I don't know what to say. Do we need to send him a link? Do we want to bring my brother in?
I said if he wants to come. I don't know if he wants to come on, but I said if he wanted to come.
When I saw his comment about wanting to come in and be on the chat or on the stream, I was like, man, that'd be great to have the boss stream
that knows how to bowl.
But then I thought about it for a second. Hold on, I thought about it for a second. Tyler, sorry, buddy. He hasn't touched a ball since Nam. He hasn't touched a bowling ball in forever.
So So if you want to go watch my brother bowl, type in on YouTube after the stream. Obviously, stick around to watch us. 2011 Junior Gold wrap up, and there's a video of him.
Oh God!
There's a video of
Did you
him.
have the big rocker on?
No, he had a glove. He wore a glove.
Yeah.
But he's wearing like a Gemini shirt back when Gemini was a thing.
Yeah.
That was like probably a couple sizes too big for him because he was like 100 pounds.
He was the size of
Well,
my right leg.
I think he needed to wear youth sizes because he was just so small. So my dad felt bad, so he would get him an adult small, and it still looked very big on him.
He did always wear big.
So if you watch him, everyone's at the left gutter throwing it to like 8, making their ball shape, and Tyler's throwing an outburst from like 16 to 12.
Yeah.
But man, he was so accurate. He was a really good bowler on the hard stuff.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
But that if you want to go watch and see how my brother bowled, like
I
he would have been good. Really, he probably would have had 5 or 6 titles in the 90s, maybe early 90s, late 80s. He'd probably have a lot of titles.
Yeah. I gotta ask him though, like, because I don't know if he's actually recovered from them. You know, I mean, because you're his brother, you made mention of his, small statue. It's fine.
Yeah, he was like he's still 100 pounds.
The last memory that I have of your brother bowling was when we were at camp with Team USA, and him fouling 20 times every day and had to do push-ups for him. I was like, I don't know if he's recovered for those yet.
Uh-oh.
That was a good shot.
I think Belmo's in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
Arturo got that one in a little bit, and it laid there. That urethane is certainly helping him out there.
For those keeping up with both, you watching us, the TV show, we're back. Arturo just threw one. Didn't necessarily like it. I think he got away with it from the urethane, helping drag the oil down.
100%.
Got
Also,
away with one there.
I also think his hair is helping him out a little bit.
It's got a little
Yes.
bit of
I'm gonna give 90% of the credit on that hold to the mohawk in the back.
Yes,
Have a
mohawk.
Yeah.
Mohawk. It's a mohawk, bro.
You're a mohawk.
I don't know what does that
You
mean.
get the bowl.
I don't. I'm with my boy Matt on this one. I don't. Mohawk. He needs the side shave.
But it goes it starts here and it goes back and it goes into the like.
Yeah.
I think
Whatever. I don't.
it's gotta be.
I don't know.
Black 10
That's
way
pretty
down.
good.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh,
He
no.
He must have threw it a little
Arturo.
tough.
He threw hard.
Yeah,
threw
he
it a
rifled
little-
that one.
17-8.
Yeah, that was super fast. He's been throwing every shot on that lane
It was
less
on-
like
it was
16
on
all.
mine.
Goes so slow, it goes backwards.
Like Belmo's just sitting there
Can't register.
casually.
So Belmo-
casually taking a sip of water here.
And
like,
he's got
Yep.
the
Here we
chance
go.
to
Just
lock him out.
Know what's going to happen. You
I
can't
mean-
stop it.
And you can't give Belmo an opportunity like this. You just can't,
None of it.
especially in a major.
It's like. It's
Can
like,
he make this? If he make this,
He might
I'm
make
doing
one.
I'm doing a
It's kind-
backflip.
it's kind of
Nah,
offsetting.
he's not going for it.
I would have thrown it back up.
And you would have gotten you would have gotten one.
I would have probably gotten one.
Gotten one, and he would have came back and went and then sat down and full tilt.
I don't rage anymore.
Just the fist slap got me because I
Come on,
definitely
man.
saw that at least 15 times down in Milwaukee. Just
Oh
darn
yeah.
That's a good stat.
What was it?
He's one of 2 bowlers to win all 5 majors. What's the other bowler?
I know.
I bet you'll never guess it. He's got a bowling center in Indiana.
Ooh.
I know.
He owns.
I know who this person is.
He owns a bowling
left-handed.
center in Indiana.
By the way, I'm horrendous at bowling trivia.
Did you ever bowl the Purdue tournament?
Yeah, I bowled it one time.
It's the bowling center we bowled at. The guy's name. He's a lefty.
Okay.
He's a
Mike.
legend.
Mike is his first name. Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Stout. No.
Mike Stout. Yeah.
Albie.
Yeah, Mike Albee.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my guess after all the hints here. But
I mean,
Honestly, I didn't even
why
know
do you
that.
say it? You
because
make
he has
it?
the most major titles. Like you have to say that Belmo has bowled the best in majors over his career, but I don't know up until him. I don't know that there's been a better bowler in majors than Mike Albee.
pretty good.
I mean,
Giving
it the business, Belmo. Come on.
Okay, but
the business.
by the way, you said that you'll never guess who won all the majors. It's Mike Albee. He's one of the greatest bowlers of all time. You're acting like it's me. Like you'll never guess who won all the majors. It's Mike Albee. He's one of the great.
Question. He's giving you like
Because he
But
wasn't.
he phrases it. He's like,
he wasn't answering.
because you're like, you'll never guess who it is. So I'm going through my mind like, who's a ridiculous bowler
There
that
you
I
go.
know won
That's
titles
mind games.
that I wouldn't.
I got
yeah.
the mind game. We should bowl against each other.
Yeah,
We should live stream the match just so I can get
You
your
wouldn't.
head.
You wouldn't want that smoke. You wouldn't want that smoke, man. I'd have my ball rep AJ Johnson behind me, making sure I'm lined in.
I got Tyler Vostry telling me to play 16-12
Yeah.
with an outburst, twirling it.
Okay, Arturo's still got a chance here,
Still a
fellas.
chance here.
That was
That-
pure.
That was pure. That
And
messenger for
we
Belmo
did-
is huge.
We did talk about it though going into it that Arturo gave him an opening, and at any sport at our level, for any of us, you give us an opening like that, we're gonna make sure that we show up for it.
Mm-hmm.
And as so, Belmo gets up, throws one on the right lane, gets up on the left lane, messengers the 7-10 out, and gives it the business.
So do you think
Yeah.
Arturo's gonna miss left a little bit here? Maybe he might catch it a little bit more.
I think he's gonna pure it. By the
Think
way,
so.
I think he makes sure he's gonna make sure that this one gets a little bit more up the lane.
Oh,
Come on, tell me I'm right.
that's good.
Tell me
I'm
That's
right.
good. That's good.
Tell me
Oh
I'm right.
wow, that's pretty good.
That's a great
Tell me I'm
shot.
right.
That's a huge shot. Now,
So that-
granted, Belmo can't be shut out here.
He's got to
I'm
gotta throw three in a
I'm
row here.
no, well, he's got to get the first one in the 10th, ninth frame, and then first one in the 10th, and good
You're right,
count
you're right.
here. I think Belmo's gonna lock. I think he's gonna pure both of these shots. Maybe he plaques a 10 on the second one in the 10th, but it feels like it's
Just,
impossible. for
I,
this to
I
not
just I already
strike.
know how this is gonna end.
I
Belmo's
know,
gonna
it's
throw the
just-
back four, and the match is gonna be over.
It's just you can't avoid it. It's like Tom Brady marching down the field or Patrick Mahomes. Like
It's a little right.
you know it's gonna
Oh,
happen, and you
it's a
little
can't
right.
stop it.
It's
A
your-
little
You can't
right.
Stop it.
No.
It doesn't
A
matter.
little right at the arrows.
You can't stop it from happening. It's going to happen.
all right. I'm making the anti-black cloud prediction.
No, you can't do it. It doesn't work like that. You can't.
I'm telling you
anti-black
right
cloud.
now. I'm telling you right now. Belmo is not throwing the right ball on that left lane. It's
I
over
don't
under.
disagree, but I still think he's going to find a way to work it.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a Players
How many-
Championship when he bowled Simo moment. He's gonna leave a split.
Are you kidding me?
Leave a split.
Belmo won a
Leave
major
a
with
split.
his timeless,
He's given
and
the
that ball
split
wasn't even
here.
close to being right.
Timeless.
That's pretty good.
Ah!
Oh, he labeled it.
He made sure to
Said 10
that
pin
one
live.
I hope he watches
Meet
this.
me in Indianapolis. I'll teach you. I'll give you a shot to get. I'll give you some content.
For what it's worth, I am going pending any outlying circumstances. I'm going to be at the TOC
Oh,
for
hell yeah,
most
bro.
of it.
There you
So
go.
You're going to
Um,
the TOC?
yeah,
Is this the first time you are announcing that live on
Yeah.
our cast?
Yes, sir.
Breaking news. Dun, dun, dun.
news, baby.
Ah.
Yeah, so I'm currently working out the details on some cool stuff to do down there,
We need
but
some sound effects. Do we have any sound effects?
That's
on
awesome,
this-
man.
on this
Explosions.
platform
It's
here?
awesome. It's a good week
Yeah.
to go to.
Yeah. Wow. Ben and I literally did that at the exact same moment there. That was kind of freaky.
Belmo needs.
That's a good week to go to.
He
man.
needs
nine.
He needs 9.
It's pretty good.
Got a little right.
Ooh.
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I just don't
So-
understand.
So you're rooting against him, even though you
No,
have
I'm
him as
not
your
rooting-
favorite.
I'm not rooting against him. I'm just.
how does that carry?
We threw the first one, and all three of us were like, that one was a little bit more for me. As Matt accused it in the dance pop, K-pop music.
Oh, there are some good.
Oh, it's for a
I
six
think-
pack,
oh,
too.
Come on, I'm
Oh,
trying to
six.
be. We got a chance to have a six-pack here, by the way.
Six
fellas.
pack.
Quick back. Cheers.
I know.
Cheers to PBR. One time.
Money.
Cheers
Cheers
to
to
the
PBR.
PBR.
I don't even have a beverage of any
What are
sort.
you doing?
I don't know that. I don't know. I've just been eating. I haven't
So-
taken any time to hydrate. I've just been eating.
Yeah, we can tell.
Do you want to know? You want to know
This is
something
this
about
is an
growing up
extra
in
large, and I'm filling it out quite well. What's that, bud?
Something about growing up in Wisconsin, Matt, is you learn that cheersing with an empty glass or no glass is like terribly bad luck. Like if you do
Really?
that at a wedding in Wisconsin, you'll get kicked out.
Do you know something? I went to the Milwaukee
Yeah.
Bucks game last night. I went to the Bucks game because I'm a Knicks fan, and of course, the Knicks lost. But anyways, I went there, and one thing I did realize and learn is that every human in Wisconsin is over 6 feet tall and built like a lumberjack. Every dude in this restaurant where we were at, I swear, was 6'3", 6'4", and just built. I mean, like just you could tell that he could pick like a freaking tree trunk and throw it over his shoulder and like walk down the block. I don't know what it is that you guys eat. I mean, literally, the guy just like put hay on both of his shoulders and just walk home.
Dude, it's farm strong.
What do you guys eat?
It's called being farm strong. When you bale hay, it's called being farm strong.
I'll tell you what, man.
But
driving up.
To be fair to Dakota and Matt, I mean, every guy seems like they're 6'3" or 6'4", right?
What? Because I'm an average height human
Yeah,
being?
I mean,
Because I'm a normal sized human?
I say I'm 5'9", but I think I'm like 5'8" and like 3/4.
Well, guys, also something that we can't overlook here is we got what we wanted. A Belmo Rash title match.
I'm still not over the first 2 shots that Belmo threw in the 10th frame.
No.
We haven't even talked. I was trying to talk about this.
What, just now? The ones that he just made? Oh.
We all 3 of us said that his first one in the 10th was a little left, and it split the 8-9.
Yep.
The next one, like
maybe he.
I was like, I'm like that's stupid written all over it, and in Belmo fashion, crumbles the bucket,
comes back and crumbles it all.
I mean, that's what we deal with all the time.
Because he's the best.
Hey man, get it out. This is a safe place. Get it out.
Yeah,
get it out.
We're here for you, man.
This is a safe place.
God, it's unbelievable.
This is why I run Strikecasts, and I don't bowl because my ball.
This is why I come here on Monday mornings.
My ball would hit the pocket and go.
Like,
well, yeah, you and your Robbie's glove that you were wearing.
EJ and I have the rev rate that he does as one-handers, but like what he's able to create with that, I don't know that him and I can create that. It's just different.
Yeah.
Can we also talk about my brother saying that I would have shot 178 with Belmo's ball reaction?
That's being very generous, by the way.
That's generous.
I didn't know that Tyler also chimed in.
Oh yeah, he's chiming in, man.
He's going off.
I make fun of him. It was Gemini jersey, and then he's just throwing haymakers left and right in the chat.
Tyler, no disrespect, bro, but you did used to wear like 3XL jerseys, and you were like 98 pounds soaking wet, my guy. I mean, I would always see you coming out. It looked like you had T-Rex arms because the sleeves would go down so far. It looked like he was bowling. He was like, couldn't even see. It couldn't see.
He had the brace on. It didn't help.
No, I'm like, does this dude?
It was a glove.
Does this dude follow through? You know, because he's like, I don't see his arms because his sleeves. He's like wearing. I'm like, oh, long sleeve shirt. That's cool. Except it wasn't. It was.
I love that we're KR Strikeforce roast Tyler Vossery in chat.
It's all right. Ty knows it's all love.
All he said was bro.
Ty knows it's all love. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna
he looked like he was about ready to star in a 90s rap video. You know, the baggy clothes.
Oh.
Maybe
that was my brother's calling. He should have been a rapper.
He should have been a rapper. Shout out to Tyler, man.
Tyler Vossery.
Being a good sport.
Now rapper.
Accountant / rapper.
No, he has now quit accounting. He is now a rapper.
All right, we got the new graphic up, guys. Guess what? It is that time to do the final giveaway of the evening. Unless I'll say if there is a 300 game in the title match, we will give away. How about this? In the history of Strikecasts, if there's ever 300 on television, we'll give away a free custom ball. It's not a one-time and then we're done. Forever, if there's a 300 game on a Strikecast that we do, we will make sure that we give away a free custom bowling ball. So the link, again, to sign up for these giveaways is in the comments on Facebook. Sign up. AJ, last giveaway of the evening. Give me a number as I figure out what we're going to give away.
Side
1 through
note,
50.
I don't know if Stout's like mad about the giveaways or happy because he knows that he doesn't have to pay you as much because this is coming out of your
It's all coming out of my salary. Trust me, I know. The pizza, the wings, it's all, trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
All right.
I'm going up.
Are we doing 1 through 50 again?
Yeah, give me no, you know what? Give me 1 through 75.
1 through 75.
Yeah, let's broaden it up a little bit. And no 24 and no 12.
I got that. What's a good number?
I like that little intro music.
All right. Because and just because I want to watch you count a little bit.
No, don't do that to me.
Yeah. We're in Chicago.
Yep.
So I was between 2 numbers. I'm between 2 numbers.
60? I was going the first 2 of the zip code, but
No.
60.
What?
I'll just go
Yeah,
myself.
what?
You know the rest of the words,
Yeah.
folks.
No, I have 2 numbers in mind, but my first 2 picks were low numbers.
They're showing the bottle video.
They're showing the bottle.
So they're
It will
even
never die.
They're trying to antagonize.
they're
Side
fishing
note,
for now.
outside of the picks for the giveaway, I'm sorry, everybody. They were showing. Someone made a sign in the crowd.
Crinkle,
that says,
crinkle, water.
crinkle water with a water bottle.
You can already tell the crowd is against
they
Sean.
they're trying to antagonize something happening.
But it's good. I think it's good.
It makes it for good TV.
It could,
But at the
it's good
same
TV.
time, like Rash, he's on probation.
Rash
He's already been put on probation
for sure, and it looks like Rash is throwing the UC3, which we all know it's supposed to be your thing.
Yeah.
I personally think it hooks a lot more.
Look at those Snickers. Those Snickers look out of this world right now.
I can't speak
Almond?
on that.
I'm not
because
an
if
almond
I eat
guy,
those,
though.
we're making a trip to the
But,
emergency room.
Do you know earlier today
Almond?
at home,
Yeah.
I was about to open up some peanuts and I was like, AJ's coming today. I better put these away.
Yeah.
And I put them
My
away.
man.
I put
My
them
man.
away.
All right, so back
Give me-
to the giveaway.
give me
I
a
had 2
number.
numbers. We went low on the first 2, so I got to go with the bigger number. I feel like he's an iconic Chicago sports figure. I'm
Okay.
going with number 54, Brian Urlacher.
Brian Urlacher.
My guy. Shout out to
One,
to
two,
Brian,
three,
and I've
four,
got to make a shout out
five,
for my
six,
family.
seven,
My sister
9.
hung out with him after a game one time, danced with him all night, and had no idea that it was Brian Urlacher, and was wearing or had my jersey with her. Never got me an autograph. So I appreciate that, sis. Thank you. I'm still salty about it if none of you
Actually,
can
you know
tell.
what? It's easier
I mean,
to-
I'm not bitter at all about it.
0.
No.
I
He
definitely
hung out with one of the greatest linebackers to ever play the game,
ever.
and didn't
Okay.
even know it. I
We've-
mean, come on.
We've got somebody that's won here. And congratulations to Mr. James Cohen.
All right.
Cohen?
Is that
Cohen?
number 54?
Yeah.
I think it's Cohen.
I think it's Cohen.
Coen. How would you, Ben? How would you say Coen? What's that?
Cone. I would actually say cone.
Cone, like
That's
like
very
like an ice
Wisconsin.
cream cone.
Yep.
It's very Wisconsin.
Because there's no H
Canadian.
in there. There's an H
Yeah.
in there, then it's Cohen. But
Yeah.
no, all right. Congratulations to James Cohen or James Cohen. If there are 2 of you out there, you both won. I don't really care. Just let me know. Message us on the Care Strikeforce page. And again, guys, sign up for the giveaways. We're going to be doing some more of these Strikecasts in the future. Ben, maybe one day we'll have to do one. Well, I mean, knowing that you're in Wisconsin, dude, we got to get you down here for one to do it live in person.
Dude, yeah.
And we got to get on a podcast episode or something. We got to record some sort of long format piece of content here for the fans, for my 3 fans, my mom, my dad, and my girlfriend. And then your audience. That's about it.
Okay, here's the thing, Matt. You're kind of digging on yourself, because I'm trying to keep this relatively PG, just trying to not swear.
You can say whatever you want. I don't care.
So the video, the podcast itself has the YouTube side, but it also has the audio only side. I don't really push the audio only side because it's like an experiment to see like who goes and finds 10 Pin Life podcasts within their podcast platform. My buddy Will Matafee, who runs a shop his podcast is the most downloaded out of all of the podcasts that I have on the audio only format.
Wow.
Out of, because I had Maria Bulanova, Diana, Ashley Galante, and now the guys that I talked with down in Milwaukee, he's beating everybody.
By the way, I don't know if you know this. Fun fact, I did start a bowling podcast once, like 3 years ago, and I recorded like 8 episodes, and it was going really well. And at that time,
I knew that.
What's that?
I think I actually knew that.
I had a problem with execution back then. So I filmed like 8 episodes. I think I released 5, and then I just stopped because I got bored.
Was that when you started the wax pencil deal?
That was no wax pencil deal. Wax
deal?
pencil deal was way before that, and we need like a whole other podcast.
Speaking of wax pencils, KR Strikeforce has
The best wax pencils in the game.
Wax pencils in the game.
Best wax pencils in the
you
game.
can get them at the local pro shop.
I see you taking notes, Ben. You're not slick. Don't worry. I know. I see you, man.
By the way,
I see you.
Dakota's making a seamless plug there.
Yes.
to increase his.
There's some wax pencils over there.
Increase his,
How about this?
his
Go grab
stature
some
at the
wax
company.
pencils here. Grab some wax pencils, and we're gonna give away some wax pencils right now.
Let's do it.
All right. Everybody in the
Got
comments,
plenty to go.
really
I'm
quick.
really-
Let us know here.
I don't know
First
that
up,
people want wax.
We're giving them
pencils.
away. I don't care. We're giving them away. We're giving them away. All right. So we've got how many wax pencils? 2, 4. We got to save some for display here because, we got to make sure. 2, 4, 6, 7. All right. In the comments below, guys, for a chance to win a wax pencil. Oh, see, Chuck is in there. Says, I want some wax pencil.
Gardner, I want some wax
on the
pencil.
he's in there. All right, guys.
This year
So,
for the wax pencils.
so
I stand corrected.
Let
I'm
us know
sorry.
right
I guess
now.
People want wax pencils.
Let us
My
know.
bad.
What is in the comments? We're going to pick one lucky person. What is Sean Rash going to do in the second frame? He's getting up for the first, so I'm assuming we're behind a little bit here. What is Sean Rash going to do in the second frame? You've got to get it in the next 60 seconds. Get your guesses in the next 60 seconds. What does Sean Rash do in the second frame? Does he strike? Does he get 9 spare? Does he get 7 spare? Whatever you guys guess, and we will pick someone who guesses right. So this is the first shot. And guys, like we said, he's going straighter. He's
He's going to roll the 4. Oh!
Are you kidding me?
What a start.
What a start.
Oh,
to
what
very
a
dramatic
start.
match.
Chuck said first frame.
Chuck said 6 out.
6 out. he
Savage.
says.
We got 8 spare. 8 spare. We got Penny chatting with Ryan. Ryan also
Ryan Patterson.
not
Ryan
eligible.
Patterson.
Not eligible to win any giveaways tonight, Ryan.
Brian, sorry, bro. I'll try to do what I can to get you some more wax pencils for all the.
All right. So it's whatever. All right, guys. So you got a couple
my
more
guy
seconds
always
in.
helping me out.
A couple more seconds here.
Oh.
It's whatever Sean does in the second frame.
I feel like we need to get a little volume for the final match.
All right, turn
just
this
in
up.
case.
Turn this
Just
up.
in case.
I'm just the guy that does the remoting.
Something happens.
Dakota's on remote duty.
I'm just here
that-
for the.
We're just planning and
remote.
we're maybe I don't know.
That shot looked like it slowed down a lot sooner than the last few that he threw on that lane.
So cool.
I don't know if you guys caught that, but it looked like it got 5-10 feet past the arrows and it hit the brakes. That was interesting. I'm curious because actually, AJ, when you guys are on shows like this, do you get to practice on that pair? After you win?
If you bowl your match on the pair,
Yeah.
there's usually a lane or two set aside offset
Yep.
where you can go and throw practice balls, but you get no more practice balls on that pair.
Yeah.
Only the person coming into the match.
He ball changed too.
Oh yeah,
That's a trend too.
looks like a trend too. Yeah. Oh, that is my least favorite hit in bowling. I hate that hit.
It
hate
flies
that
me out
hit.
too because everything is going that way.
Mhm.
Everything's going that way.
How did
Like
you
you-
miss?
Come on.
You watch the head pin just barely miss the 7,
Just
and
touch it.
that is the worst hit. in
All right,
bowling.
guys. Second frame, Sean Rash coming up here. Get your guesses in. What is he going to do? And we're going to pick one lucky person. We got a bunch of different guesses here. Chuck on the truck saying, just kidding, 9 spare. Of course, we know you're just playing around, Chuck. We know you're just playing around, my man.
Please tell me. Actually, I'm gonna wait because I don't want to give it away. But I know what I would guess. I'm just gonna wait until we get through it so we don't give it away.
We got someone guessed a ringing 10. That's a great guess. Stephanie said, complain. Yeah, I said it. That's hilarious. Uh-oh.
Wow.
We got a balk already.
Balk.
And a
That
death
is
stare.
balk.
That is the second balk.
That- Ben, I see what you're saying, dude. That is
Come on.
that is not a bad guess if Rash is getting up to throw it. A balk,
Wow.
right? A balk. That would if somebody guessed balk, I would have given them all these wax pencils. They would have gotten like
Everything in our
12 of them.
warehouse.
12 of them.
Well, Stephanie did get it in because she said.
Oh,
Someone said ringing 10, Hunter Pinder. You win yourself 2 wax pencils, Hunter. Congratulations.
Stephanie did say he'll probably block. So I think
She said that.
right there.
But she I don't know,
That's
Stephanie. We're gonna have to send that up to the booth for review. I'll get back to you.
Let me call. Hang on. I'm calling New York.
Yeah, no, Secaucus. Oh, New York is NFL.
for-
Secaucus is
Give him a call
NBA.
the stout wherever
Right.
he is.
For what it's worth, I was totally gonna guess 5 through the face. That was
Our
that
dear
was gonna
friend
be my
Tom
actual
would-
guess.
What dramatic fashion that would be if Sean Rash needs to get up and he needs to mark in the 10th frame and he leaves the exact same thing that Bruce said.
She's ahead of us.
She's ahead of us. So maybe the Hunter.
No, Hunter got it in well before.
All right.
Hunter got it in
Hunter
before.
got it in.
Even so, nobody else guessed it. He wins. Congratulations, Hunter. Message us with your address and I'll send you 2 wax pencils, all right? Big winner. We're giving away big prizes.
looks a little right.
Wow.
Right.
A little.
Oh,
I mean,
He keeps looking at the crowd.
he's looking
too.
at somebody in the seats. Yep.
He keeps looking at the crowd. It's kind of. Is
Is
he doing the Pete Weber move or the U.S. Open win, yelling at the kid in the crowd?
I mean, before the match started, we did say there was someone in the crowd that had the poster.
Maybe it's them.
Crinkle
Maybe
away.
it's the whole.
Oh, it's right there. You can see it. It's right there.
Yeah. Maybe it's the entire crowd he's just looking at.
Yeah.
Doesn't trust any of them.
And there is that poster that's down lane, like right next to the lane,
It's bright.
highlighter.
Yeah, it's
yellow.
highlighter yellow. If you move that a little bit, it certainly could
For sure.
could catch your eye. Catch your eye. I don't know why I said it like that, but
Yeah, I don't understand what
New
you're
catch
York
your
man,
eye. It'll certainly catch your eye. It's like Boston
I don't know.
almost.
I don't know if that was like.
Are you on Long
East
Island or are you
Coast,
in?
I
Are you
I
in
mean,
Massachusetts,
that was Boston right there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pack your cat. Pack your cat and catch your eye.
Get your khakis.
Oh, the trick
A
forward.
little bit of love for
Yeah.
the Belmo.
I think the brakes
That's-
are on. The brakes are even now.
Yeah,
Ash got one in the
that
first
is-
frame.
That is fair.
Belmo got one in the third.
That is fair. That the roller. Okay, those are some pretty influential people that are in the crowd there.
Yeah, we got Corey, Bill,
I mean-
Tom. I like Tom's hat. Tom's fresh with that hat. He wears it a lot.
Why do I feel?
Was he wearing that when
Did-
he did the West Malott Hall of
Did
Fame
Tom
announcement?
Put that hat on because
He was.
Bill Chrisman showed up with it. Do we think that that's? Yeah.
That's Ben's
I don't
fan.
know. I mean, I love
Belmo.
That's a good shot. That was
That's a very good
slower. It was slower and a little rollier, it looked like. And
He made that move yesterday too. That was the ball that he finished with. He threw that trend too during game 3 yesterday, and I think he shot like 230 plus.
For sure.
So
yeah, when he gets it a little softer, I mean it's looking pretty dang good. But that was high flush. You go high flush like that, you making the move.
Oh, Sean got up pretty quickly there.
Uh-oh.
he missed that left, it looked like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There's got to be so many
think
people at
Frank-
home just dunking on Sean right now too in their heads because he's throwing urethane on that right lane.
I know the irony. The irony.
Yeah, it's very.
I have one of those
Like
and
I-
they hook off the lane.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know if it's necessarily just the urethane thing that everyone is trying to, make it out to be.
There's
There's
yeah.
a lot of back history. There's a lot of things that have gone on behind the scenes that not many people know about that went into, I think, what happened with him. So I don't think it's just the urethane thing. It just pertains to a particular
Yeah. So
and
AJ,
also the back history with a lot of things that have gone on in our industry.
I'll bail you out, AJ. You don't have to tell the story that Johnny Pba Junior spilled the tea this week on his podcast.
Johnny Pba Junior, my man,
Yeah.
out in Vegas.
Junior.
Yeah, it
My
was
man Folio. I don't know if anyone's seen a picture of him lately.
Brolic.
Massive.
My dude is
Brolic.
stacked.
all right.
Brolic.
So Straight Up 5.
Oh, let's
Episode
go.
19.
He's on Spotify?
Yep. Straight Up 5.
All right. Let's take a look at it.
He
Straight
spills
up
the
five.
tea.
That's a great name for a podcast.
That is a good podcast name.
Straight up.
Does
five.
anybody play Straight Up 5 anymore unless it's like on short?
Not on tour.
When I'm pucking it sometimes and taking my hand out of it,
Like
But
3
you
years
don't
ago
bowl
when you
anymore.
bowled?
I've got that good. Shout out to Brian O'Keefe keeping that thumb to the right, petting the kitty.
Oh.
That is a Brian O'Keefe statement there.
That is petting the kitty. That's a good shot.
He's-
So the difference between that and the plaque 10 that he had earlier was he's getting that to the right a little quicker. It's shaping a little bit more and it's not as direct. The ones that are a little direct, I think they're catching a little bit of the extra urethane shim and they're not quite hooking as much down lane.
To me, it looked like he moved a little further left there in the front of the lane. and he got around it a little bit more and got it right of the one that plateaued.
Yeah, 100%.
So he got the urethane ball. I mean, as ironic as it sounds, he got the urethane ball to save a little bit of energy, so he would carry the corners.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
He definitely did get around.
This is a big shot. If he can get this one, I think he really starts to separate himself.
Yeah, he's gonna
get more comfortable here.
He's
And
gonna.
I think we're gonna start to see a little chip.
That's left. That's left.
Yep.
Oh no,
No.
Jason.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a match because this is going to be an open frame. Did you guys know? All right, quick question. Let's do a little round. Let's do a round table discussion here.
Did we not want this though?
No, this is exactly what you
wanted.
wanted.
A close match. We didn't want to run away here.
Did he like the shot?
I don't think so. That looks slow.
The strike track showed that he missed, I think, a board down lane.
Yeah,
but it looked like he was kind of he hit a little harder.
Oh my God, he almost bounced it out.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I need a chicken wing.
I don't think it was bad enough to leave that. I don't think it was bad enough to leave that.
When you miss and you pay full price, it's not a good sign.
No. It was not bad enough to leave that. So
guys, I'll take them down. I'll take down the chicken wings.
Matt, you forgot to say what the round table thing was.
Yeah, what's your round? I don't know. He's eating a chicken wing right now. We kind
I'm
of.
out of commission now. I got a chicken wing.
All right.
I'm in. What's your round?
He has a round table discussion. And then
I also decided to move away from this roundtable discussion because
That's right.
I
struck.
forgot the exact answer to the actual question. So I don't want to ask the question and then have everybody give their answers and be like, I don't remember for 100%. So
I mean,
Respect.
Since you're holding a chicken wing, it should just be, is it flats or drums?
It's boneless.
oh my God, chicken nuggets. What are we in elementary school? Yeah, let's get some chicken nuggets. Everybody.
I mean, I don't want my fingers if
I'm bowling, I'm eating boneless wings, and that's it.
You never go to Buffalo Wild Wings. You go
Like,
can I get a 10,
I will eat
10
them there
boneless
as
wing
well.
or
but-
a fry and some
Yeah.
ranch. I mean, come on, man. Oh,
that left lane is getting hard.
Well, you kind of missed a little
He
bit,
missed.
right?
He missed way right. He missed by 3 at the break point.
So
Three
if
is
I'm
not
eating,
two
I think
for
he-
if
ten.
I'm
I
eating
think he
real
threw a little
wings, it's
firm.
drums, by the way, Ben.
He
Yeah,
threw it a little
me
firm.
too.
Drums at all times.
Drums.
100%.
Just
That ball had no chance
hammer on
of
him.
getting back up. Like as much as we just said,
He makes it here.
oh, it was close.
That's brutal. That kind of hurts him a little bit here.
Well, Belmo's
We
only
just
on
had-
2-0 pace.
Yeah. But Belmo
Rash
made a mistake that he was not expecting to happen.
has done that back-to-back shots on that lane.
You're correct.
Here's what
And I don't
I'm
think Belmo is
thinking.
going to give that opening again.
Yeah, Belmo gets to finish this match first too.
That's in.
Yeah.
Blacking. That's exactly what's happening. Is in order for Belmo to strike, Belmo has to get the ball going to the right quicker on that right lane. He got that one up the lane. It didn't hook. It's hitting all of that carry down from the urethane balls that have been thrown throughout.
We just saw it the last time that Sean was up on that lane. He got it
to the right.
He got it a little further right than he wanted to. He didn't like it, and it came back and struck.
He needs
So
to
it
shape it.
has to get over there
Has to shape
with a little bit of rotation so
A little
that
bit.
it doesn't lose energy.
True.
I think Matt said something about the boneless wings. Matt, I'm going to have to
Can we put the
respectfully-
I can't see over there.
respectfully decline your answer. I'm a boneless guy.
Idiot. I'm literally trying.
I just
to
don't like getting
mouse
my
from
fingers
laptop.
dirty.
I
That's
said
all.
they're adult nuggets. That's what
That's
Barber said.
what I said.
Yeah, I just don't like getting my fingers dirty. I'm sorry. I'm a pretty boy.
This is a big shot.
In order to be a pretty boy, you got to be
This
pretty.
is a really big shot.
It's a true statement.
Left again. Oh no!
That was
By the way,
this is easily
this is
missable.
this
well. He liked the last one. He did not like that one.
No,
certainly on the left-ish side of
They're-
things.
This is
he's
Easily
definitely
possible.
afraid of throwing it out the window, for sure.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Like,
it's just the
watched-
pattern.
He's watched Belmo
Yeah.
leave the 2-4-10 combination
Rash.
twice, or watch Rash. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's watched Rash leave it twice on that lane. So of course.
That's interesting.
This is scary here because you don't know what's right of 15, basically.
By the way, he left the 3-6-9-10 and made it to win the U.S. Open. That's a good
true.
spare.
That's
That
a
is damn
phenomenal
impressive.
shot.
That's an incredible spare.
That is so damn impressive. By the way, all of a sudden, Belmo doubling to get above 2-0 pace looks highly suspicious. And he's got to finish on that left lane.
Yeah, but the thing is Rash can only max at 2-0. Belmo can
Yeah,
max
but
it.
if Rash throws this one, I mean, if that's got a chance.
It's left.
He's playing farther to the right than Belmo, so when he gets it going up the lane, it's still got a chance to hook because he's closer to the friction. If Rash can get this strike on the left lane here, I mean, it really does change the match.
I think it sends him to a message and puts a little more pressure back on Belmo.
Of course, because now Belmo's got to get up and make a good shot on the left lane when it looks like he's not even close.
Rash has to throw it really good here.
This is the shot to have your volume up, though, for sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
What's gonna happen?
If I strike here, I'm screaming.
Yeah.
Oh, he changed balls. No,
It's a reality.
He went further right. Further right.
Further right with a stronger ball.
for one shot. For one shot.
For one shot on that lane, he went further right with a.
What was he throwing?
The Spectre.
Spectre, yeah. He went from a Spectre to a reality. Spectre's
right.
like a lower, weak pearl.
Okay.
And reality's obviously a big ASIM.
So like, for us, that would be like if I was throwing like an iron and I grabbed a
like a pride.
Yeah.
Pride or a jackal
Something like that.
or something like that.
It's not.
This is gave him the Brian Vaughn snap.
Snap it out there, Mop. All right, he needs the first one here. First one.
And he hasn't liked this lane.
Could you imagine he goes 9 spare strike and Rash goes double 9 for a roll off?
Oh, I can. I can imagine it.
Dramatic
Are
fashion.
you calling this right now?
No, I'm not, because I know I'll ruin any chances of it happening, but I'm just saying. Can he get it though? I mean, he's got to make a move, right? I mean, he's got to make an adjustment. Even if those last couple shots were just really bad shots,
yeah,
he's got to make
balls.
What's that?
He's changing balls.
He's going back to the Spectre.
Yeah.
Oh
I just
my
hope he doesn't throw it
God!
right.
Like,
Oh my God! This is crazy.
The cold hands.
The
It's
courage.
Like, I'm feeling like I'm
The
in
courage.
this moment right now.
The courage to do
Ball
all
change on a
this.
strike where you need a good shot here.
To win a major. That's pretty decent. Oh! And he does
That
it,
is
man.
so sick.
He's the freaking GOAT.
God, he's so damn good. It is insane.
Congratulations to Belmo on a nice dub there.
14 majors.
14 majors.
The guy that literally changed the sport.
Good for you, Belmo.
This is awesome.
Oh, I think he's just doing a spare ball down the middle.
Throw the heater down the middle.
That's just great.
He's so freaked out he doesn't even know what he needs. Just throw it down the middle of the lane.
It's just unbelievable. Like,
That's a winner. 14 majors.
I mean, the guy
This is
bowls
unbelievable.
the world championships and wins and takes the time off and stays home, doesn't come back over until now, and wins the first one of the year.
Dude,
That's nuts. That's absolutely.
every time he bowls, it becomes harder and harder. Every time, man, he makes it harder and harder to argue that he's not the GOAT.
All right. How do you not call Jason the great? I mean, I know he doesn't have the title numbers that Walter's got.
Yeah, but there's also not nearly as many events as there used to be.
There's not as many events, but he's won more majors than anyone that has ever played our sport.
Right. It's unbelievable. Like, I just don't know how you don't call him the best.
That's crazy.
It's just like
Sean was one hit away, one mark away for one shot on the left lane.
I mean, the shot that Belmo threw in the first one, like
he's got a broken one though. That Snickers was broken.
it's-
He tapped it.
he
And went,
lives
you know,
on-
Is there a warranty on that sticker?
most career majors.
It's unbelievable.
Mike Albee, who would have thought that guy's got a major? Freaking donkey. You're gonna grab the trophy, mate.
Yeah, right. He's just looking for
Oh,
it.
awkward. It
Oh.
always gets just so awkward for everybody.
Commissioner of the PBA. I think you have something to do with it.
Thanks, Kimberly. Belmo, I guess you're back. 14th major championship on behalf of the PBA. The 2022.
We're watching the presentation. If
For anybody that isn't watching or is just looking at us,
it's just pretty remarkable.
now is Belmo? Do you guys know if Belmo's staying here now for like the next 2 months
I think
nonstop
so.
without going home?
Yeah, because if he goes back home,
Oh, he's
he
got
has
a
to-
quarantine?
I'm pretty sure they still have
Yeah.
to do the quarantine thing.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the next event starts what, next week?
Yeah,
2 weeks?
I leave Sunday to go to Indy. Not tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I leave tomorrow to go to Indy.
Oh, and U.S.
uh,
Open practice starts
US
Monday
Open
or
practice
Tuesday.
is Monday.
Oh
and
yeah,
we start
he's
qualifying
going
on
straight. Yeah,
Tuesday.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna
Wow.
go straight to Indy from there.
Wow. Remarkable. Wow. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for the evening. We really had a great time. Ben, thanks for hanging out with us, my man.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, guys.
What a blast it was. Let people know where they can find you, where they can listen to you, where they can see your content. Let them know.
Yeah, for sure. So pretty much on everything. So Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube's the big one. It's just 10 Pin Life. They're all the same. TenPinLife. I try to distribute different content in different areas too. So if you're following on Twitter, you won't just see the same crap on Facebook and the same stuff on Instagram too. So they're worth checking out on all of them. And yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Like I said earlier tonight, I got a podcast coming out with Matt Russo on Monday. So it'll be a little bit, kind of about his story and analysis of what the show was like last Sunday and also kind of what he's looking forward to. So check it out.
Fantastic, man. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us, dude. It was a blast. We really appreciated it. We'll let you go, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Go carry some hay around or something. I don't know what you do in Wisconsin. Eat some cheese.
Drink some
Matt,
I
I'm
do want to
taking you
thank
up on.
Ben,
Yeah,
I
go
want
ahead.
to thank you for reaching out to me about my 3-ball tote that I left at the Players. I left the 3-ball tote, and he's like, "Hey, man, I think you left this."
Dakota, leave a 3-ball tote at a tournament.
Hey, I thought I had everything. I was kind of on rage mode after I missed the
You
cash.
just said an hour ago, and I'm going to clip it. I'm going to clip this to where you said, I don't rage anymore. And then you're wrapping up the show.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Two weeks ago.
He's done. That was the last one. Last
in
rage
person.
mode.
Decided to
In
stop.
person, I want to thank you for that.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Again, thank you
Actually,
guys for the invite. It was super fun.
The person that brought my 3-ball tote back to the office and just dropped it off and left. Like I wanted to give her money for like gas and stuff like that. She just drove by from Milwaukee and dropped it off.
Dang.
Nice.
It was great.
Well,
That's cool.
it's very cool. Well,
Yeah.
Ben, we're going to have to do this again, man. Hopefully, one of the next times we do this, you'll come through to the actual our actual physical office podcast area, room, whatever you want to call this, and hang out with us in person.
For
And
sure.
next time, the pizza and wings will be on
PBR, man.
Pat's Blue Ribbon
Yes.
6-pack. Little.
Yes.
I mean,
gift.
they didn't ask before I came here. It's not my fault.
I didn't know he got 2 G's
They
for it.
found out after the fact.
I didn't know he got 2 G's for that. Shoot.
Jeez.
If I got 2 G's for every time I threw a 6-bagger, I still would be broke. Anyways, guys, have a great night, everybody.
See you guys.
Thanks, everybody. Ben, my man, thank you so much for
appreciate it.
coming and
Thanks,
hanging
everybody,
out.
for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
Thanks, everybody. Stay tuned, and we'll talk to you guys all again soon, all right? Take care, everybody. Have a great
Peace out,
night.
guys.
See you, man.
See ya.